Unfortunately, we didn't realise till we'd started up the stream, so we'll have to just keep going with it today. So how was the night there, mate? Celebrate the win?
Oh,
Go home, bit of champagne there, mate?
no, not really.
Wild parties?
Just a couple of games of pinball.
A couple of games of pinball.
Theo and Susan's place and early bed, really. Like, just, I'm tired, very tired.
I can imagine. When do you head back up?
Our flight's at 8:30 tonight, so...
Oh,
yeah.
That is a busy one.
Yeah.
So there we go, Gabby starting up on Pulp Fiction. Are you a short plunge guy or a long plunge guy on this one?
To be fair, it's only a couple of months ago I found out about the ball save timer and whatnot, and the to avoid the centre saucer up the top. So
yep.
Really, the skill shot value on this is not really really worth going for.
No.
Whether it's the regular skill shot or the super skill shot. So short plunge is definitely the way to go. At least in that way you can just get that ball fed to the right flipper straight up. So.
Yeah, I find it just gives you a bit of time to get into your ball too, doesn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. I think the ball save time on this is actually pretty generous. I had a quick game on this.
It's very long on the short plunge, yeah.
Yeah.
But very quick on the long plunge.
Yeah. But it's definitely a game you really need to know your nudging on this one because it does like the out lanes quite a lot.
I think Gabby's got a problem with that. Hold on a second. Hey Murray, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it hasn't recognised the drain.
Is that what's happened? Did it actually drain? I didn't think it drained.
Yeah, I wasn't actually watching, to be fair.
I thought it was up the top still. Yeah, it's up there in the... it's in the pawn shop. That's it. If in doubt, thump it.
Sorry?
I didn't think it drained, but I'm not sure. So there we go, a bit of drama to start off with on Pulp Fiction. Maybe the Pulp Fiction's out on Sunday time too, eh?
Most possibly, yeah.
Everything's playing up. We've rotated the PC today, got it more under the desk so that
no spillages.
G the Destroyer can't get at it.
I've already relieved him of his state rep duties for...
Well, I think that's about fair.
So,
yeah. Good old Ferdinand G, the dictator of New South Wales IPA. Ruthless, tyrannical leader that he is. I reckon he'll do a good job, but don't tell him I said that. I have a reputation of picking on him.
I can't believe you said that.
No.
So there's a ball in the shoe lane the whole time? And none of us saw it?
Must have been.
It's a Sunday thing. It's definitely a Sunday thing. Just warming up into it, folks.
We're all on Sunday brain time today.
That's right.
Yeah, that happens. How are you, Joe? Hope everything's going well up there, buddy. Got the usual regulars on there. Joe's always the first person to throw out a chat there every time I turn this rig on. It's like he's stalking and waiting for the minute I start.
Exactly. Joe's everywhere. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
So we've got one of our modes started here. We've got Gold Watch. So basically the way to collect points on this one is to shoot that magnet target on the right-hand side. Can be a bit risky, this one. So it's not the ideal one to kick off with, I don't think. But can actually be very handy to get going if you've got your playfield multiplier lit though. So,
okay. So a lot of talk yesterday about the clean the car one.
Yes.
And about how OP it seems to be for points compared to the other modes.
100%.
Is there any talk about any updates or anything like that on the software
I really don't know about
maybe
that one,
nerf it a bit or maybe bring the other ones up into line with it?
Yeah, I mean, I did manage to get a 1.4 million collect off the BMF wallet one before, and that's just a matter of hitting the red arrow targets.
Yep.
Just do that over and over again, and then manage to collect the bonus, collect at the end. which was very, very handy. I think they all have their value. It's just a matter of whether you can actually hit the shots or not. So
yeah, that's my problem, is getting that character shot.
And
It's shocking, isn't it?
Oh, it's not easy to hit.
No.
But that's...
especially when you're uncoordinated like myself.
especially on a Sunday.
Sunday. Every day's a Sunday to me.
But yeah, if you can nail those spinners on this one, because they're opto spinners, of course, that will just spin for days.
Yeah,
so,
it's amazing how quickly that score. I mean, you can get a million off those spinners. Can't sort of close to it when you
100%.
when you get them in the right mode and actually really rip into them.
There we go. We've got our upper source of skill shot, so it does mean we'll lose our ball save, but there's 100,000 points on the board straight up. So, and of course you got your character lit on the right saucer. So, not a bad little nudge there.
Yeah, she's a wild woman of pinball, this one, Gabby. One of Mags's best friends that runs the comp. They've been childhood friends, so she comes down and supports Mags every month.
So we've got 13 ladies here today. What's the general sort of numbers to get to the maidens
generally
here?
around this at the moment.
Okay.
So
Yep.
we've sort of got the same ones that come every month.
Yep.
One or two, extras or less ones. There's one or two that aren't here, and probably two that are here, if you know what I mean. So
Yep.
it's around this sort of number. It's that hard part of growing it at the start, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
But
That's it.
and that's what Suter's doing down there at Nowra too with his Pinhaven comp. It's
Yeah.
you get those first few people that are really keen on pinball. Oh, great, it's here, we'll come and join. And then it's getting those other people to try it out and see if they like it.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I mean, I liked pinball as a kid, but I was never a fanatic on it. And then I just saw the post one day and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'll give it a go. I'd retired from work, I'd hurt me back and that sort of stuff, and I thought, a good way to meet people, and been here ever since.
I mentioned yesterday that we were staying, even this morning, we were staying with Theo and Susie last night, and I mean, they've been really good to us the entire time we've been down here, and anyway, I actually asked Susie when we met up for a chat on Friday, I said, so how did you actually get involved with pinball? And it was a short 2-word answer. It was chicken schnitzel.
Yep.
It was all about chicken schnitzel night at the tennis club.
Yes.
And they went along. It was I think Wednesday nights. I think was chicken schnitzel night.
Tennis club was great for our membership.
Yeah.
I mean, because we had the guys there at the restaurant, Corey, and all that sort of stuff. They were really good supporters of the club.
Yep.
People would come in and try it, and they'd just walk in the room and try it out. And we got a lot of members like that. But Sierra actually walked in and she started playing. And then her dad started playing, and then she started getting her dad to bring her along to games.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I think Susie was just worn down and had no choice but to come along as well.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
eventually they're all here and playing.
It's actually interesting hearing the different background stories of how people got involved with pinball, even if it's just casual pinball, I guess. I mean, I've said it before. My introduction to pinball was through mum and dad. Mum and dad used to bowl at the local bowling centre, and
Yep.
As a 4 or 5-year-old, I'd be up there annoying the adults while they're bowling, and
Yep.
hopeful to get a ball or a game or whatever it might be, and sure enough, the person playing the machine would go and have to play their league bowling, and next thing you know, there's a free credit left on the machine. So.
Yeah, look, I mean, as kids, you learn to troll for free credits, don't
Exactly.
you? Yeah, I mean, that's the one good thing pinball's about, When a really good player's been there, that's the time to fight, and you soon get to know who they are.
Yeah. I mean, when I first started doing the comps, we were doing our comps more so on the Gold Coast initially.
Yep.
And I always used to love going down to the local time zone down there at Surfers Paradise. And straight after school holidays, because what would happen is the kids would play or walk up with their swiper cards, swipe the thing, play one ball and walk off. And of course, what happens is there's so many games played over the school holidays with low scores, so it brings the replay values down. So you'd walk up, swipe your card, and you get like 10 games on ACDC before you either get bored of it or...
That's like if you walk into a time zone and actually find a pinball machine that works.
Yeah.
The high scores are very low.
Yeah.
You can always get 3 or 4 games out of one one card until, you know, it creeps up and up and up,
Yeah.
depending on what the game is.
That's very nice of you too there, Derp, as well. I mean, I don't religiously do the same thing, but yeah, I'll definitely, like if I end up having a really good score on a game, 9 times out of 10 I don't feel like playing another game on it. So yeah, I'll walk away and there'll be, you know, 2 or 3 credits left on the machine for someone else to play. So
especially if there's kids around too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, occasionally get someone walk up to you, a young child, it's like, can I have a go? And yeah, I mean, if they're getting, I mean, you know, the kids are the future. You know, without the kids playing pinball and whatnot, we won't have this in 10, 20 years time. So
no, and that's the thing, isn't it? And but I do think there's enough kids that like it. I mean, I know at my place when young kids come around and you put them on the machine, they'll stay there.
Yeah.
They won't leave. You know, especially if they're quite young. They'll play for ages and ages. Just get Dan's attention, see if we can get a rig change there.
Yeah.
I think he's quite distracted today. We'll see what's happening. But Gabby getting the win there over Sandra in that first match.
Yeah.
We'll see if we've got the standings up there at the moment.
Pretty much everyone's just played their one game so far.
I've got to put them on both screens, because the eyesight's getting worse and worse. So there we go. Meg's getting a win out there. Susie's off to a good start. So is Amanda, Gail, Alice and Gabby. They've all got that first win.
I see Aladdin's Castle there on the list today. That's a new game that just came in just today.
Yeah, I know nothing about it.
It wasn't here last night, so
no.
It's a three flipper game. You got 2 flippers on the right hand side where you can the ball can actually go through the flippers if you leave them up.
Yep.
And that's pretty much 2 things you do on the game. It's just pretty much shoot the little horseshoe loop on the left hand side to build your value up on that.
Oh, okay.
And shoot your spinner on the right hand side to get your rollovers up the top. Once you complete a certain number of rollovers up the top, it'll light your spinner on the right hand side for better value, and that's it. So
yeah, I've never played that. We had Sinbad down at the now Rick Servo's club there as part of the Pinhaven competition, and boy did that stuff me up on my Saturday competition. The amount of times I look like someone trying to use chopsticks that's never used them for the first time, and the amount of times that ball slipped through those 2 gaps. I just haven't played much 2 flipper games. We've never had any really at the club here. And
here we are on Blackout now. So Blackout's such a beautiful game. Like, the artwork's amazing. But basically what you want to do is just hit all your targets and spinners. Really important thing to do is try and get your ball up to the rollovers up the top there to increase your bonus multiplier.
Yeah, and that carries through each ball too, so it's
so
really super handy. That and Firepower are both, I liked them both.
Yeah, and it's got the same sound effects in both games too, so.
Yeah, I think this one's PJ's and Firepower. We did have Firepower here last week. That was one of Rob's ones. But we've got this Black Knight here just about ready to go, but we came in here and had a problem. So. Yeah. But I don't think the guys were too sad it was taken out of Illawarra, because it can be a really long game, that one. Yes, yeah,
same with Black Knight 2K as well. But I actually played over in Auckland. Dave Peck over there had a Black Knight 2000, and in order to try and speed the game up a little bit, he actually took the wire form off the upper playfield, bottom there, so when the ball rolled through on the wall rollovers, the ball would just come straight down onto the lower playfield and like throw it round randomly rather than feed it back to the right.
Oh, okay.
And so that would definitely sped the game up a little bit and threw a little bit more unpredictability into it.
So here we go. We got Gail here on Blackcat. She's having a good first ball.
Yes.
She's another real character, eh? Gail. You will not see someone that laughs and jokes the whole day. She's like the female version of Suda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Just a real character, you know what I mean? Look, she's patting how's that over there because she can see it's gone. So what's Justine's history with pinball?
Yeah.
She been playing for a long time, or just for a bit of fun, or?
Yeah, so I mean, it's probably how you really sort of got into the competition side of things. Probably 18 months ago,
Okay.
thereabouts, maybe a little bit more than that. Originally from Newcastle, but then moved up here to Brisbane. Oh, not here, but yeah, moved up to Brisbane about 18 months ago or so. Yeah, that's a bit of a nasty shot, that one. Like it's
Yeah, it feeds straight down to that centre, doesn't it?
It feels nice when you actually hit it, but if you get it too good, it's just going to send it straight down the centre.
No, it really comes back at you.
Yeah. Yeah, very important that you basically do a full plunge on this game, so you get that ball up to the rollovers up the top there. And yeah, no, we've just enjoyed probably the last 12 months just travelling to different venues and different places around the world and locally and things like that. So
Oh, why not?
yeah,
There we go. She's got
nice.
got that 3 times
up.
bonus, so she's doing well.
That's it.
Newcastle in Australia.
Newcastle,
just north of
New
Sydney.
South Wales.
It's about 3 hours from here, wouldn't it? I suppose. Roughly.
That'll be about right, yeah.
Yeah. Some nice spots up that way, like the entrance and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Some really nice spots.
Oh, a bit of a fumble there.
She had to go at it, but
Yeah. So a little bit of work to do here for Justine just to catch up, let alone set a chase here.
So now look at that one there, right? She looks so sweet and nice, but get her on a pinball machine, she can become a deadly assassin, eh? That really doesn't care how much pain she inflicts. I had a laugh when we went up to Arncliffe for Flipper Fellowship, Zach's competition up there. Suda got her, I think it was either on James Bond. Which one did you beat Suda on? Which one did you beat Suda on? You got the Grand Champion score. Which one?
It was 007, yeah.
Yeah, 007. Yeah, and he come back up, and I said, how'd you go? And he goes, played Sierra. And I went, oh, yeah, how'd you go? He goes, well, she put up a Grand Champion score. Well, I take it you lost, mate.
Yeah, I think I upset Jimmy yesterday because I played him on Black Knight sort of Rage, and he put up about 120 mil or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Around about that, and I took him down with about 260 mil or something or other. So, I mean, 120 mil on sort of Rage on a pro in particular is definitely not a bad game at all.
But I'll tell you what, yesterday, one of the things to really look out for is that you and PJ were both on the ropes in the semi-final. You had to rely on bonus to get yourself into that final.
Yep.
You just snuck past on the bonus, and you look worried at the time. And then PJ on Stranger Things, he must have thrown that machine about a foot wide trying to save it, got it on double danger, and if he hadn't have done that, he was out.
Yep.
It was probably one of the most intense saves you'll ever see to come through there, and it was brilliant. It just made for drama to watch it, you know what I mean?
And that's where experience also comes into it as well. Like, I mean, PJ's done this for many years now, and he's been in those situations plenty of times over the years. So, you know, he knows when to, you know, which is why I was really surprised about the Fishtails game last night.
But that can happen to anyone. I mean, that's the randomness of pinball, isn't it?
100%. Like, I mean, like the Batman game yesterday, for example, in the semi-finals, as you said, the game before on it earlier that day, I got 3.6 billion on it.
Yep.
And I tend to find I don't normally play 2 good games on the same machine in a row.
Oh, okay.
Tend to. And so picking Batman in the semi-finals was probably not the right idea. But I thought, no, I'll go with it because I'm comfortable with the machine.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the first 2 balls wasn't too crash hot, but
Batman's a great game.
it is a fantastic game.
So Black Knight Swords of Rage can be a brutal machine, as Derped Up saying. Can be.
Oh, they all can be if you don't hit the shots and don't know what you're doing. I mean, mind you, sometimes when you walk up to a machine you don't know what you're doing can be a good thing. So, because I suppose there's less sort of worry about trying to hit a shot or.
I think one of the best things about this club now is that we've moved from a club venue where it was put your $2 in and play,
Yep.
to now you pay your money, walk in the door, and everything's on free play.
Yep.
So the minute you walk in the door, if you have a bad game, you can just push the start button and start again. And I really think that has allowed a lot of people to practice those games and practice those little things that,
100%.
feeding a machine they wouldn't get to do.
Well,
And I really think it's improved the standard here.
Yeah, oh no, 100% right. I mean, that's the last thing I want to be doing if I'm walking into a venue and paying $2 for a game. Last thing I want to be doing is practicing flipper technique.
Yeah.
I want to be doing whatever I can to get to a high score to get a replay so I can play again, or whatever it might be.
So you got many machines at home?
I own none.
None,
I've
really?
never owned any.
Really?
Yes. I've never owned any. I have,
That really surprises me.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah. I never owned any. I've been very lucky. We've got some great venues up there in Brisbane.
Now, for a change of pace, we're on Blackout.
Yeah, who would've
He's
thought?
moved the rig, rolled it around, taken it for a walk,
Yeah.
put it straight back on Blackout.
Greg just needed a bit of a warm up as well, obviously. So.
I'll tell you what, we just put those new batteries on the rig on either side. Before that, we had a big UPS strapped to the bottom of it. It was heavy as anything.
Yeah.
Now it's so light to throw around,
Yeah.
and we pulled it off yesterday, and the batteries are still on 40% each.
Yeah, nice.
So, I mean, that was after, about 12-odd hours of pinball.
I mean, I saw it a few times yesterday in order to try and get the rig moving around, that they were actually picking it up and moving it around rather than just rolling it.
Yeah,
So
Dan,
like,
Dan will just grab it and
Yeah.
hoik it around. So let's...
So I believe Alice is the youngest player here today. Is that correct?
yeah, I think
about
she is, yeah.
12-year-old, thereabouts.
yeah,
So again, lovely to see the youngsters coming out and giving it a crack and
Yeah.
enjoying themselves.
well, her mum used to play a lot of pinball when she was younger and that sort
Okay.
of stuff, and so she's come along and brought her daughter along with her, and that's something they can share together and do together.
Yep.
But I had to laugh last competition. I had them both here on the stream talking and that sort of stuff, and then her mum's gone off to play a game,
Yep.
and I've turned around to Alice and said, so who's going to win this game, Gabby? Or, no, not Gabby, Gail or your mum? And she goes, probably Gail. I thought, well, you don't get the honesty of a youngster, do you?
No, that's it.
I said, good to see you out there supporting your mum.
Yeah.
That's like when I asked Sierra too, but she was trying to guess how old I was the other day. She goes, can I? I said, I don't care, have a go at it. And she goes, well, 54. I said, no, I'm not quite that high. And she goes, oh, well, 56? I said, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, back on there, derped up. I think Dan just wanted to take the rig for a walk. He got on there, and the next game came up on match play, and it was on Blackout. So what can you do? In this sort of format, you got to follow whatever the next game is, really, don't you?
That's it. I suppose when you've only got 6 games happening at any one time,
Yeah.
you've got 20-odd machines around, so we're going to...
Yeah, you would have thought it wouldn't have come up that quick again, would it? But
Yeah.
it can happen.
I tend to find the way max match play generally works is if the 2 players playing haven't played... Like if they've played... if Alice has already played Iron Maiden and Gabby's played, Royal Flush, for example, it's not going to put them back on the same game again. So it usually ends up picking a common game where they haven't played yet, and hence the reason why we're back on Blackout. So.
And Stu's over there doing what he does all the time.
Yep.
With his head under the hood, working on how's that. He's the reason why we do have good reliability on machines here in this club.
Yeah.
He was out with COVID for about a week and a half, and we had 3 machines down for a couple of days. That never happens.
Yeah.
Then he was back, and within about half an hour of being back, he'd fixed 2 of them. And
That was one of the things I really enjoyed about yesterday was every machine yesterday played a treat.
yeah,
They were great to play yesterday. It was no faults. I think, how's that broke down towards the end of the night because of a flipper coil.
yeah. It's a bit long in the tooth, that one, isn't it? But I like it. I love that game. It's one of Paul's suitors. He said he'll never sell that one.
Yeah.
But
They're a collector's item these days. So
both him and me were both Dennis Lilly fans when we were younger.
Yeah.
And Rob had a few of them too. He had the what did he have? He had Orbit.
Yeah.
He's got a signed FJ Holden.
Yep.
What else did he have?
Shark was probably another one.
No, I don't think he had that. I know he's trying to get an Empire, and it might be just those three he had, but he was at one stage thinking of trying to get the whole set of 5, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So then I think he changed his mind and went on to something else.
Yeah, you just don't see him around much.
But he's got the 3 Black Knights,
Yep.
so he owns those. And he's also got one called Dark Rider, which he reckons is like the unofficial 4th of it. But,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really old game, that one, but same sort of theme, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So what's your go-to game? What have you got a favourite, or
Well, considering I was fairly dialed in on it, if I had to pick a game here, it's probably Batman.
Yeah.
I do love playing Jaws as well.
I reckon Jaws is a great game.
Oh, so do I.
From the moment I first played it, I just liked it.
Well, I mean, getting machine choice in the final last night, and given the fact that I already picked Batman and Stranger Things as my 2 games earlier, and I couldn't pick them again, when it got to the final game, even before PJ decided what we were going to play in game 1, I decided, no, we're going to play Jaws just because I wanted to play it.
We all know what PJ's picking. That's never a surprise.
Well, I'll remember that for next time I'm down here. So
it's always work your way up to Fishtails.
Yeah.
I'd love to see someone one day in the first round that's not in his group go Fishtails.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, bring on the challenge, Yeah.
I know we had him in, because we play teams 2 on a Thursday night, and we've got 3 players on each side. And the first game is flipper each.
Yep.
So me and you would do flipper each, and then you and the other partner would do a flipper each, and then me and the other partner would do a flipper each. So you do 2 balls each. Then we go to 1 ball each in the second game against the other team, and then we all break off and play each of the opponents once each.
Yep.
Then come back for flipper each and ball each, and it's a really fun comp. And I know PJ was in one of them one week, and so as soon as we were starting on flipper each, I said, well, let's do Fishtails. Because I know that he's going to jump on their single player and just wipe. I mean, he's going to wipe us out on any game he plays anyway. But you know what I mean. I thought, well, at least I'm taking that off your single player.
Yep. All right. Let's see if we get the rig move, maybe.
I think Dan's just keeping an eye on the match play at the moment. Gal, how are you?
All good.
Good help, so hard to find, isn't it?
I know, right? I mean, I could have very easily got up and moved it myself, I guess, but...
Do you know what I struggle is I forget to take my glasses with me, and then I go and line it up, and I look at that little screen on the camera, and I can't see where the hell it is.
Yeah.
And there's been a few, but Fauna's the same too. He often forgets to take his glasses.
Yeah.
I had to keep reminding him last night, take your glasses with you when you go over there.
All right, so Dan's just started a new round, so let's see where the rig gets moved to now. Just having a look around at the minute.
He's got to be quick too, because they will dive on these machines and start playing.
That's true. I mean, no one likes waiting around for
Nah.
a game, do they? So
One of the regular ladies that plays in the comp, Sen Gregory, she's the oldest member of the club female-wise.
That's a
She's
lot.
been here with us since the old dicey days and that sort of stuff.
I was just going to say that was a lovely cap that Dan's got on today.
What's he got on?
I don't know. I just thought as he was moving the rig, he was underneath it, and all he could see was his cap. So
He's doing the Dickie knee look.
that's it. Yeah. All right. So Iron Maiden. Suppose we should have a look and see who's on Iron Maiden.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. So Alice and Violet.
Okay. Alice has got 2 wins up already.
Yeah, so if we have a look at the standings at the moment, Sierra up in front. That's no surprise, is it? You know she's going to be competitive. Alice Morgan up there as well. Mags Craze, Gail Muir. Watch out for Amanda today too. She can... Sandra Simpson, that's another one that can really play as well. Amanda Goodyear, you'll expect to see her head up the rankings too. She's vicious when she gets going, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she. When we had teams the other week for the finals, it was a grand final for it, and her husband's in her husband's in Scoregasm, and she's in Bastard Squad.
Okay.
Yep, and they're both against each other, so naturally, when they play the single-player game, I made sure I had the stream on both of them, because we thought either their relationship's going to survive this or it's all going to fall apart, you know.
Yep.
And it got really heated between the two of them, eh? They were so competitive. But he ended up beating her, which she was not happy about, but she ended up winning the comp on the night. So.
Yeah.
But they worked it well because one of them got a meat tray and the other one got the trophy. So they got both sides of it, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like it was planned.
Yeah, I really think they scammed us. So Amanda just in there giving Alice some tips.
Could come back to bite her, maybe.
She's good like that.
Yeah, that's good though.
She's another one. She is super, super into pinball. Like she was sitting here the other night on the stream and she's saying, you know, I was sick the other week and I couldn't come and play and I didn't come and play Monday. And she goes, and by about 7:30 I'm going, I wish I'd have just gone and played, you know. I should have just gone and played. And she said, I just was restless at home.
Oh, it's like Suda on the stream yesterday. It's like, you're on your honeymoon, mate. You're on the stream most of the day.
But
so.
Linda's on too.
I saw that.
They're both in the hotel room. Yeah, that is a little bit of coaching.
That's all right. It was before the game started, not during play. It's okay. So yeah, so the main focus, there's three main things that I guess to worry about in this game is your locks first of all. So yeah, you want your locks. So initially, if you can get those three drop targets down just off a clean sweep, it'll light your three locks straight away.
Yep.
If not, you've got to do 2 target banks to get the locks. The other thing is, of course, to collect the white arrows, to spell the word Eddie. Once you spell the word Eddie, then you've got to shoot that little center ramp there to start your mode. You can change your mode if you like by shooting the spinner on the far left.
Okay.
Which will also help boost, spell out the word revive, which gives you your outlanes, that left spinner. And then the other thing you can do, of course, is spell mummy for mummy multi-ball. You got to do, I think you've only got to hit the captive ball twice to light the lock, and then collect the lock at the center shot, and then hit the captive ball again 6 times to start mummy multi-ball.
There's some good games on this yesterday. PJ had an absolute blinder there too on this one yesterday, I remember.
I didn't get to play yesterday.
No, I don't think you did. What was the one you'd put $1 billion and something on? That was it.
That was Batman.
That was Batman, was it?
Yeah.
3 billion or something, wasn't it?
3.6, yeah.
Yeah. So that always happens. That always happens when you got the rig somewhere else, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have happened if the rig was on.
Nah. Like RGO when he come down here on Whitewater, he put an absolute monster score on that.
Yep.
And that was one of the few times we didn't stream him. So.
Yeah.
He's a monster when he gets going on these games, but
100%,
isn't he?
100%.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast sometimes.
And Richard's another one that I've had a number of good challenges with over the years. I think 2019 ACS, he and I were in the final together, and he beat me 3-1, and then got our rematch in Brisbane in 2023, and I got him 3-1. So, but then there's been a few other challenges over the years together. So just like PJ and Pat Nichols as well, plenty of good challenges against them over the years as well.
Oh, Pat's an absolutely awesome player.
Yep.
He came down a couple of Pinnawarras ago. He walked in the building, and from the first game, I said it on stream, I said he is going to be hard to beat today because his accuracy, he just looked like he was peaking at the right time. You know, when you know someone's a good player, you know PJ's a great player, you know he's going to go well and all that sort of stuff, but Pat just looked like he was at the peak of his form that day.
Yep.
And you could see from the minute he walked in here to the minute he left.
I think he didn't actually win though, did he?
He did win that one, yeah.
Did he win that one?
Yeah, but about 3 ago.
Because I think I was following that via match play, not so much on the stream.
Yep.
So I must admit I don't stream a lot, but I did remember seeing Pat just dominate it right from the start. And Yeah, I think was that last month? Was it last month? Like the final four was.
No, the last one was Pinocchio, the 2-year one. So that was our, I think,
the main
$2,000 one.
Yeah. Well, I know Pat was down for that. But yeah, I think the final four was Pat, PJ, Andrew, and like G, that is, and and Nick, I think. So.
I think PJ won that one, didn't he? The big one.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the Masters, G got a win over PJ and Logan and all them guys in the big one. So his game's improved a lot, you know what I mean? Whereas he'd always get there and he'd always be devastating in the way he plays and wipe out people. But he'd get to those finals and just choke a bit, you know what I mean? And he'd always do it. But the last probably the last 6 months or so, he's starting to take those wins that, eluded him. And, I think he's only going to get better, G.
Oh, 100%. I've seen his improvement in the pinball just in the couple of years I've known him. So, he's going to do good things. And
unfortunately, guys like Pete Malady too, they were doing really good and on a good run. But unfortunately, Pete's been sick, so pinball's out for him altogether at the moment. But he's another guy that really gets into his rule sets and all that sort of stuff. He studies them hard.
It's a nice little power jackpot collect there on the orb target on the left, 11 million.
I do reckon this is a really fun game.
Oh, I don't think there's a bad Keith Elwyn game, to be honest.
No, he's one of the more populars, isn't he?
Yeah.
He did Batman as well, didn't he?
No.
No?
No, Batman's
Oh, that's
Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll apologise to Walshy right now. He's going to hit me for that one. Walshy's always on about his Gomez stuff. He likes all the Gomez.
Oh, it's probably one of the reasons why 007 is a fun game to play too, because that's another Gomez game as well. Dead Pearl's Gomez.
Do you like the look of Harry Potter?
Harry Potter looks amazing. I'm just a little bit worried that with so many moving parts that it's going to cause issues, but I suppose we'll wait and find out, I guess, won't we? So we're having
Jersey Jacks really know how to make a presentable pinball machine, don't they?
100%. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people have soured off the Guns N' Roses machine, for example, but on the flip side of that, game just looks amazing. It really does feel like you're at a concert.
I think it's one of the most beautiful games, and I mean, it's like a lightning show when you're looking at it from the side, isn't it? But I think the problem with that game, to me, it's like they looked at it and said, what's all the really fun things of pinball, made a list, and then went, let's cram them all in.
Yep.
And it didn't have no space, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it's not even that. It's just, I think the biggest issue for a lot of people is just like, you flip one shot and then all of a sudden you're in a multi-ball. It's like, what did I do to get that? Like, and it's a very, very multi-ball heavy game, which I think a lot of people just get frustrated with, I think.
Prices went down quick, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The ones that resold them early did all right, but anyone that held on to them for a little while.
Yeah.
Although you don't see many for sale now, do you? There's a period there where they were always for sale, but...
So Alice claims the win on that one. It's not Alice, sorry. Violet claims the win on that one. Nicely played game, actually. 86 mil.
Yeah. No, she's done well on that one. We'll have a look at the standings while we're waiting. You'll have to excuse me. I'm losing my voice today. I really am. Mag's out on front on 2 points. Karen Hunt as well. Amanda Goodyear. Sierra Cheryl Lambus, 2 points as well. Ignore the finals cut-off because you've also got Alice Morgan and Gail Muir on 2 points as well. Probably Alice in the best position as she's only played 2 games for her 2 points. What do you think of this match play format?
Just like with everything, it's got its positives and negatives, I think. One of the biggest negatives, I think, is if you have players arrive late or wanting to leave early or something.
And they've got
like
to catch
that.
up, don't they?
Yeah, and it can just throw a few things out. You also, if you have an odd number of players, you also have to start with an even number of games, otherwise it doesn't work out.
Okay.
Also, I suppose with a max match play compared to, say, a Flip Frenzy, for example, you just don't know how long it's actually going to take to get through the games, whereas at least with a Flip Frenzy, you know when you finish.
Yeah, you know when it's going to finish.
Yeah, like I said, it's got its positives and negatives. So, here we are. Speaking of fishtails,
Beautiful condition, this one, isn't it?
it's a great game. It is such a beautiful game.
And this is proof, isn't it? You don't need to have a big, expensive IP if you make a game fun.
Oh, correct.
And I do. I reckon this has got such great character. Like Sopranos as well. That has great character.
I love Sopranos. It's such a great game. Such a great game.
That was here till not recent, long ago. It's just having a break from the club.
The only issue with Sopranos, it can be a long playing game. But overall, it's just, yeah. So with Fishtails, there's definitely 2 or 3 ways you can attack the game if you haven't seen Fishtails before, if you haven't played Fishtails before. If you haven't played Fishtails before, you've probably been living under a rock, I'd say, because it's been around for 30 plus years, this game. But
there's a lot of copies of this around, isn't there?
And it's around everywhere, exactly. It was one of the more popular titles of the early 90s. It was probably because of the fact it wasn't a licensed title, it probably was a fraction cheaper to get to.
Yep.
I'd imagine, so.
But they're very sturdy too, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
I know Rod, the guy that does all the pinball repairs in New South Wales, I was talking to him, and he said to me, if you want a game that's really unbreakable, go something like a Fishtails.
Yep.
He said they're just so rock solid.
There's only 2 issues you can really get with the Fishtails. One is the fading on the cabinet because of the yellow and the red, sorry. And then the only other thing is the big issue that happened was the weight of the boat ramps in the middle was actually causing the playfields to sort of sink in a little bit over time. Luckily, this is one of those games where the playfield is still quite nice and it's not sunken in the middle, but you can certainly play a few Fishtails where the ball will sort of go up around that lock area. Next thing you know, it get dragged towards the centre or to the left.
I think that's the problem. There is a lot of dodgy Fishtails out there.
Yeah.
Berry Pub is one that comes to mind. That was like a dog track, that one.
Yep.
But I do love seeing these older games that have got a lot of love. Like Stu bought a, what is it, the water one? I can't think of it. Whitewater, that's it. And it was in immaculate condition. It just shined, you know what I mean? It played really good, great play field. It was just well looked after. I mean, he's just had Kiss redone.
Yep.
That's just come into the club. It's an absolutely beautiful example of a Bally Kiss.
If there's one criticism of this Fishtails, is in the sense that it's probably too good, that the shot up the right boat ramp, if you hit it very cleanly, it gets hung up or sort of bounces or jumps or something and will just come straight back down. So, or might U-turn instead of actually go around the ramp properly. But that's probably on the good side criticism, if anything. So, but yes. So yeah, like I said, there's a couple of ways you can attack this game if you haven't played it before. So shooting the flashing arrows on the ramps there for your boat.
Yeah, that increases, doesn't it, every shot?
So collecting 6 of those builds towards the monster fish collect on the left spinner, the left orbit spinner. And you only actually have to get to the spinner to collect it. You don't actually have to go all the way around.
Yep.
Then, of course, you've got your locks, which Karen's just done there off the plunge. So 3 locks build towards multi-ball. And then to collect the jackpot, you've got to get 1 ball back into the lock shot and then a clean shot all the way to the saucer up the top. And that's what I was talking about just before. The nice
and she hit
shot.
it well, didn't she?
Yep. Nice clean shot, powerful flipper, and just causes the ball to jump a little bit and stop. And
yeah, she just didn't quite make it, did she?
And unfortunately, as a result, when the ball came back down the left side, it headed straight for the centre.
Yeah, that's going to be the hard part, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll try and talk loud. I hope that microphone's working all right. You can move it towards you.
know.
Just just grab that and just pull it towards you. It's just back so we got a bit of room.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
I can hear you.
Yep.
Just tilt your head in a bit more so you're in the screen if you like.
Oh.
You're off to the side there.
I didn't know that I was out of the screen.
There you go. We got Sierra joining us here. Troublemaker at the club.
I'm not that bad.
You're not that bad?
I'm not that bad.
Really? You give
I
me
did
so much.
accidentally call you old though. On
See, I
screen.
told you. Vicious. Vicious, I tell you.
Well, because I was guessing his age, and I assumed he said you're being generous when I said 54.
Yep.
And so then I went higher and said 56, and he goes, no, 54 was already too high. And I went, oh.
She just had to get the digs in there.
Yeah.
Told you she comes off as sweet and innocent. As soon as you're not looking, whack. So Karen getting the win there on that one, on fishtails.
Yeah, Karen actually has some really good shots in there. Like the boat, for example, there's a couple of really nice clean shots up there. Just unfortunate on that third ball, that shot up the right ramp was just too clean and rejected, and
Yeah, you can-
unfortunately went down the centre.
You can really tell she's been coached by Stewie. She's even got the same sort of style, doesn't she?
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I haven't really watched her play.
You watch a lot of people have a telltale style. Like Lambo seems to be really sort of relaxed, and you sort of rock sometimes when you're playing. PJ is an off-ball flipper, so if he's got the ball on the left flipper, he's got to hit the right one about 10 times. You know what I mean? He can wear the coils out on the ball. He's not even playing. Yeah, there's all different sorts of people. Stu has a really lovely dead bounce. You know what I mean? Where he takes that power out of the ball. He can do it so well where it just doesn't even move.
I like it when Stuart does like a big save and he like jumps in the air. Same with Zach.
He does, doesn't he? He gets up high too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I did that, I'd hit the ground and you'd have to carry me out.
Yeah, you definitely got some people out there that do move around quite a bit when they're playing. You've got some people that just stand still. Like I'll stand still most of the time and just try and focus as much as I possibly can. I mean, there's been...
Who was a lady at the Masters? What was her name? Naomi Goodwin?
Oh, yeah, Naomi, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen her leg work when she plays pinball?
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know how. I
it's
don't even
actually
think I could hold.
impressive.
I don't even think I could balance like that.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm second, so I'll just wait for her to finish her ball and then I'll go.
It's Royal Flush. Might not be waiting too long, but...
Yeah. You're right.
So we got Dan choosing a game at the moment. Let's see what he goes
There we
to.
go.
Oh, Batman.
If anyone wants to choose a role, now's the time.
And we can see Lambo here. He just wants to get up there and get a part of this game.
I understand. Just needs to bring it back a little bit because you can't see the flippers. There we go.
I'll come up when it's my ball. Oh, really?
Well, there you go. It's amazing how these things pan out.
Yeah.
So there we go, Mags versus Gabby. So two best friends up there against each other. The worst of the sitters that sit on the stool to play. But sometimes they have to, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a few people that sit on the stools when they play, so...
I mean, I'm lucky. I've had 3 back surgeries. I've got scaffold on each side of the spine and I can still move around all right, but... you know, unfortunately, not everyone's lucky like that.
So for anyone that's interested in a very, very quick version of Batman out there, if you want to try and get some points up and get things moving, for me personally, I do believe that starting either Joker or Riddler as your villains are your best options. That's just me personally.
A lot of people love the Catwoman ramps.
They certainly do, and it's definitely a safe way to play Catwoman. Penguin, a lot of people won't pick Penguin because of the fact that you got the crane moving around, but Penguin, you can advance through the chapter modes really, really quickly on Penguin once you get past that first one, because the second one I think is like 2 or 3 shots. Actually, I think it's like 3 shots on the turntable and that's it. And then the second one, I think it's just like a couple of ramps and that's it. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know for sure. I never play Penguin. So, but speaking of Penguin, we're in it right now.
Yep. A lot of people will go straight for that, that drop shot and take that mode, close it out, get rid of it straight away so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I personally recommend Joker or Riddler. The reason being is that once you get to the last chapter of either of those two, that mode will keep going and shots will stay lit right through until you collect the jackpot shot at the end.
Yep.
So if you can stack it with a multi-ball of some description, and if you're lucky enough to get a playfield multiplier going, which I can explain more about how to get those.
Yep. I think
you can really build your points up real fast.
Last comp at the Maidens, Mags won this, and she put on about 350 million
Nice
on Batman here, so it was a good way to close out the tournament.
So the trick is also to do the super skill shot. So you hold your left flipper in, let the ball come around the orbit to your left flipper, and then you can either trap up or just hit on the fly to hit any of the villain shots. So orbit is your Riddler, ramp is your Catwoman, TV is your Joker, or which one have I missed? Penguin is the scoop. So hit any of those 4 shots, they will instantly light your villain at the bat phone straight away. Obviously answer the bat phone to start your villain. Now you can increase your hurry up value. There's a little, you can see a red arrow there just underneath the crane.
So that's, for anyone watching at home, that's this one here.
Yes. Oh, you do have a telestrator thingy?
Yeah,
Excellent.
we can do that.
So you can hit that as many times as you like, and every time you hit that increases the value of the jackpot. The hurry up collect. So that's one way you can build the points as well. But yeah, start your villain mode, and then once you start your villain mode, it's probably the most important part of the game, because without starting a villain mode, you can't light locks. You have to have a villain mode going to get your locks. And then to light your locks, you just got to hit either of the 2 targets either side of the turntable.
Yep.
Now this is actually set to medium settings for the locks, so you've actually got to hit one target. When you hit one target, it'll light one lock, not all 3.
Yep.
So you've got to hit one and then hit the other flashing one to get the second lock going, and then hit both of them to light the third one. And then shoot the right orbit to collect your lock.
Yep.
And obviously 3 locks will start your multi-ball there. So that's 2 of the ways you can go about this game. The other very important part of the game is if you can get your TV modes lit, which Mags has got here right now. So just collecting one.
It's one of those things is that most people generally tend to go the Cowboy, the Comeback Shame, or the other one further on down the end there.
I certainly don't blame anyone for that. And if you're lucky enough to complete it, you actually get an addable, instant addable to your multi-ball for the rest of the game. Not only that, but completing your your TV seasons.
Yep.
Also builds towards another multi-ball there as well.
But then you get guys like Jason Walsh, who he says in non-comp games, excuse me, he'll go stuff like Mr. Freeze to freeze his timers and things like that. Then the Mad Hatter or the Eggman, the longer modes?
Yeah, the ideal sequence, if you can, is to start with Bookworm, which is chapter 1, or is in season 1. Mr. Freeze, which is in season 2. Once you've done Bookworm to Mr. Freeze, and basically what that does is for the rest of the game, it will freeze timers on everything for the rest of the game. So it's your playfield multipliers, and finish it off by tuts, because the tuts increase your playfield multiplier for the rest of the ball.
There you go, have a go, your mug there. He's in there with his with the strategy too.
Yep. So. I mean, one of our local venues back at home about 2 months ago, I did 335 billion just doing that strategy.
Yeah.
So it's not always the best strategy to run with in a tournament if you're, because it's really all about the slow build with that particular strategy. But in the end, like if you get to play the game enough, you'll get to work out a strategy that works best for you. And then if it doesn't work for you in that particular game, like it did for me when I did my 3.6 billion yesterday, just do a completely different strategy.
Yeah.
Like I did go to the Cowboy Shame collects and do the 2-ball multi-balls just to try and get some points on the board.
I think sometimes the lure of a multi-ball is just too much for people to let go, isn't it?
And I was very lucky yesterday when I did have my 3.6 billion game, was that I was on chapter 4 of the Joker villain, which meant that I had that running in the background, and I started one of the 2-ball multi-balls, finished out of that, and then instantly went into my main 3-ball multi-ball.
Yep.
Still with Joker running in the background, and then I had 2 times and three times playfield multipliers running as well. That's an unfortunate tip to the outlane there.
Yeah, and she did 2 really good saves down the centre just before that, and then she's just sent it across.
You can see what she was trying to do there, but unfortunately just got a little bit too much on it and went straight for the outlane. So
Gabby with the sign of the cross before she starts.
But yeah, no, I definitely, in terms of plunge on the skill shot on this one, I will generally go for it just because, it does depend on the scenario. So ball 1, I will always do the super skill shot, hold left flipper in and shoot for any of the lit shots.
Yep.
Because that will instantly light your villain. Or light the phone to collect the hurry up on the phone.
Yep.
And get into your villain. The exception to that rule might be if I've lit Penguin, I might try and avoid the phone at that point, or let the hurry up time out. But yeah, I always go for it. Even if the ball saves off, I will still go for it because I think it's a lot of value in collecting that super skill shot and getting your villain going straight away. So you can see there, Gabby's got 2 locks lit on the right orbit right now, or just didn't quite get the angle there, unfortunately. But yeah,
so Mags gets the win on that one.
Like I said, the most important part of the game is getting your villain started so you can get the ability to get your locks lit.
Yep.
Because if you're not in a villain mode, you can't go for your locks at all. Can't build towards multi-ball at all. And then of course, once you're in your villain, build towards your locks if you can.
Yep.
Playfield multiplier, a lot of people don't realise how the playfield multiplier works. So when you're in your villain and the turntable's turned around, you've got that mini turntable there. You've got those 2 targets either side of the mini turntable.
Mm-hmm.
You need to hit both of the targets, one of each, and then it'll light your playfield multiplier, that flasher on top that you can see flashing right now, that will pulse and indicate the playfield multiplier is ready to collect.
Okay.
And you shoot the ball up through the centre as if you're collecting the super jackpot in the multi-ball, and that will give you your playfield multiplier for 30 seconds.
So we go, Dan's on this quick. We're on James Bond.
Fantastic, another good game.
So do you do many video tutorials up there?
I haven't done one for a little while actually.
Yeah.
I think with Escher being in Brisbane right now, he's been doing a lot more from Netherworld. Like I think they just did.
Everybody wants the world number 1, don't they?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And they did a tutorial of the JJP Avatar video on Thursday, which I nearly went in for, but because it was kind of on the way to the airport. But just say, Dan. Just need to bring the score camera back a bit. Dan. Just need to bring the score camera back a bit. You can't see the scores on. Yeah. Obviously, at the end of the ball. Yeah. Yeah.
So Susie Morgan starting off on this one. So here we have Alice's mum.
So, again, there's a number of different ways you can attack this game. Getting mode started is really, really handy. Obviously, building towards multi-balls are also really, really handy. So, the quickest thing you can do...
Multiplier in this can be absolutely devastating
100%,
too.
100%. But even still, just going through the basics of the game, shooting those 3 drop targets in front of the rocket there, it will light your locks for your Bird 1 multi-ball.
Yep.
Bird 1 multi-ball is definitely worth more than Jetpack multi-ball. So yeah, definitely worth going for the Bird One Molly Ball. And once you've got your lock, it's just 3 shots up the centre shot there, where the green light lock is, light,
Yep, that's
light is flashing. I'll get it right.
centre one there.
That's the one. Then of course with your jetpack Molly Ball, all you got to do is get one ball to fall into the jetpack scoop on the left-hand side. That's just below the left flipper there, upper left flipper.
Into the toilet bowl, as we call it.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah. Very appropriately named. And then what that does is lights your final lock on the left orbit. It's got to go all the way around up the spinner, through the spinner, up the ramp there.
Yep.
And then it'll start jetpack multi-ball. And then of course the other thing is always a good thing to do is to shoot either of the ramps, whether it's the side ramp or the right ramp, just like that, to start a mode. Some modes, of course, are better than others. The one, if you're trying to build towards your bird multi-ball, the one mode you don't want to collect is Blofeld, which is the green one on the right ramp.
Yep.
Because that locks you out of getting bird multi-ball. Nice little collect there on the jetpack, which means jetpack multi-ball is ready to go on the left ramp. Left orbit, I should say.
And a very, very generous ball save score on this one, 25 million.
Oh, the extra ball, you mean?
Yeah,
Yes,
the extra ball one there. Sorry.
And then, of course, if you're lucky enough
Yeah,
to have
and
a
you get the
playfield multiplier going, or if you're smart enough, you can see the ball heading towards that scoop on the left-hand side. Just before it goes in, you've got your playfield multiplier ready. You can always hit your pink button and collect your multiplier just before it goes in, so you can get maximum value out of it. It's definitely a good tournament strategy to collect those extra balls.
Oh, definitely.
With a multiplier.
We saw Matt do it the other day, yesterday.
Correct.
He had 3 times multiplier on it and took 75 million for one shot, and that got him out of nowhere, right up there in the game. So.
Yep. I think there's not too many games where the extra ball value is much higher. I mean, the only other one I can think of is Godzilla. Godzilla is a 50 million collect for an extra ball. And of course, if you're lucky enough to have your, I can't think of the name of that one.
Godzilla's a great game, isn't it?
The 2 times multiplier alibi, not alibi, the assistant thing. I don't know. It's not coming to mind at the moment.
It's been a while since I played that. It's down at an hour at the moment, but it used to be part of the club. I miss it. It's one of those ones I just really always enjoyed playing it.
Yep.
Good fun. You know, once again, I think they went for an old IP so they didn't have to pay money out for it.
Yep. So Susie's got the jetpack multi-ball started here. So the Rodan, thank you very much for that. LFD, Dave. So jetpack multi-ball started here. The first thing you want to do when you start jetpack multi-ball is shoot that centre shot, bird one multi-ball shot, because your jackpot values are based on whatever you collect the hurry-up value at on that centre shot.
So that's up that centre lock lane, is it?
That is correct.
Yep.
So I think the initial value starts at 3 million.
Yep.
And then every other multi-ball after that increases value. I think by $1 million at a time, so it's like 4 and 5 and 6. So we're in a spectre mode here at the present moment, so that locks you out of everything else when you're in a spectre mode. So you've got to shoot either of those flashing arrows, either the flashing arrow with the main collect, or you can shoot the right ramp to...
So the villain ramp?
Yes. Still got some points there on the board there, Susie, so done it right there. Dustine's got the jetpack multi-ball lit on that left orbit as well. And of course, the other thing that can be very, very important in this game is your smart missiles.
Yep.
The smart missiles. Again, you can be very strategic with your smart missiles. So when you actually collect when you use your smart missiles, when you play the modes, if you complete a mode, you actually collect a smart missile when you complete a mode. So
okay, yep.
If you are one shot away from completing the mode and you have a smart missile there, you might as well use a smart missile if you know you're not going to get that last shot, because you'll get a free one in return. So, so there is that. And of course, each of the different skill shots you collect as well also give you a smart missile, except for the top rollover one, of course. So again, it's one of those games, even if the ball saver's not active, I would definitely use the short, the full plunge, and hold left flipper and full plunge.
Full plunge around, go for one of those ramps or something like that.
Yeah, there's like 4 different shots lit. A lot of people also tend to forget as well that
actually gets you a missile too, doesn't it? Off that.
Correct. Yeah. If you haven't collected that skill shot already.
Yeah.
If it's a unique skill shot to your game so far, then yes.
So you're better off going for a different skill shot each time you play.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can. And a lot of people also tend to forget as well that little center target there as well, just next to the bird one Sue just hit there. That is also a skill shot as well.
Which one's it? This one up here?
The tank target.
That one there?
That one there, yep. So hitting that one is also a skill shot as well off the hold left flipper plunge. All right, so
she's got that extra ball lit there, so that's over in the toilet bowl over to the left. We love to be technical here.
Yeah, that's right. Just like the old A-League trophy that looks like the toilet seat.
Which one's that for?
The men's A-League trophy. It's basically just a ring.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like a toilet seat. Of course, that's round ball soccer / football for the non-sporting folk.
There we go. I wouldn't have even known that. I don't watch that much sport these days.
That's fair enough.
Used to be mad into the supercars, but even these days, it just doesn't seem to. Just doesn't seem to get to me.
A lot of sports have changed so much in recent times that make it supposedly more entertaining, but all it does is just take away the authenticity of the sport.
Justine looking like she's late for an important date there, isn't it? The way she came running in there.
Didn't quite get the left flipper up in time for the plunge, so fed to the pops and didn't get the skill shot off the plunge either. So see what she can do here. It's not a lot of points to catch up, but still got to get things moving. There's multi-ball started, so.
Yep, so that's that jetpack multi-ball.
Yep, I've got to hit that centre shot now to get the other jackpots lit. And there we go. So 3 million collect there. So only needs 1 or 2 jackpots here. Just one more jackpot will be enough. That's it right there. So Justine will claim the win on this one. So with Jetpack Multi-Ball on the Pro, which this one is, this is a Pro, it's 5 jackpots. Tell a lie, sorry, it is 6 jackpots in total. You've got to get your first jackpot, your hurry-up jackpot, and then 5 other jackpots after that. And then it lights a double jackpot on the left orbit. And then once you collect your double jackpot, then there's a moving arrow for your super jackpot.
Oh, okay.
If you collect the super jackpot the first time around, it also adds a ball as well. And it moves from right shot to the left shot. So it goes from right to left. So it always starts at that scoop on the right-hand side underneath the car there. And then moves to the right ramp and then the right orbit, so on and so forth.
The rules these days, they're so in-depth, aren't they, on these games? Like we were talking about yesterday with G about Avengers and stuff like that, like a lot of people will choose the reality gem as the first one, but then later on you can cancel that out and redo it at a harder level and things like that. It's so in-depth that, you could spend ages, couldn't you, studying some of these machines and learning them, and there's some real encyclopedias of people walking around here as far as these rules go.
And that's why it's been a lot more of a home market these days, is because people are buying these machines to get them into their homes to be able to learn all the ins and outs of how the games work.
Yep.
Sierra's jumped up to 5
Yeah,
wins.
speaking of smiling assassins, here she comes.
That's a massive jump. I thought she was only on 2 like 5 minutes ago.
She looks so sweet and innocent, but let me tell you right now, she is not. She will put you down with authority if you let her. Give her half a chance.
So Black Knight 2000, the most ideal thing to do is just try and keep the ball up the upper playfield as
Yeah.
much as possible.
Loop it up the top, isn't it?
Yep. And ultimately, you just want to let the ball come down to the right flipper, catch it just like that, back up the left ramp. A little bit too early on that shot. Back up the left ramp. You can post pass on this one, no problems at all. Although I think someone had a bit of trouble post passing yesterday, but I don't know. It might have been Fishtails actually. So. I'll get it back up the top. No, didn't get there.
That's another thing on stream that I really, really enjoy watching is that multi-ball. When you're trapping up, you know, you've got 3 balls in play, you trap up 2, and you're sending one and it's coming down behind the 3, and that separation of getting that first ball clear, trying to keep that second one there to keep it in there. It's a real art form, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And I mean, I was just discussing this with someone just yesterday about flipper technique and how the younger players on the world stage are able to just do magical things with the flippers and the balls in play. And, you know, they're probably still inventing techniques right now that none of us could probably ever pull off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching Escher on the stream up there on one of the Queensland tournaments on Doctor Who.
Yep.
And he just had that ball on that upper left flipper going around that loop.
Yep.
And I don't know what he was getting, about 12 million a shot or something or other, and he just kept it going bang, bang, bang. And he must have done it 20, 30 times in a row. I mean, I couldn't count that high. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, I might get it once, maybe twice or something rather like that if I'm doing really good. But just the accuracy and the speed and reaction time that these guys have, they're just incredible.
I think I remember watching Escher. I don't know if you've ever played the game No Fear with the jump.
Yeah, I have,
up the top there.
Just the once.
Just remember watching him, Escher, at BPAC a couple of years ago. Hit something like 80 jump ramps in a row. Just got bored of it after a while, of course. But
Gets bored of it after a while. Pretty bad when you get bored of your own game, isn't it, after a while? Geez, that must be a nice problem to have.
I know, right?
My problem is it's over before I've even built up the excitement.
Yeah. Alright, so not a bad little start there by Karen, actually. 430,000 there. Pretty much predominantly was in the lower playfield the whole time, and getting a couple of U-turns there, built some points up, and I think there was a nice mystery collect on the wheel as well. So there we go, back up the top there.
She's lovely too, Karen.
I'm really glad to see that there's.
Yeah, you got to watch us when you play. It's terrible, isn't it? If you look this way, if you look this way, you see us. If you look that way, you see us as well.
We're everywhere.
Yeah. Must be like torture. It's the equivalent of waterboarding. Gail just coming over and commenting that we're also on the big TV screen right in front of her. Whichever the way you look. I had to laugh yesterday, the photo at the end of the day. Did you see that at all? I'll see if I can find it.
I was just about to comment and just say how wonderful it is to actually, not only be here, but also just to see the growth of women's pinball happening right in front of our eyes.
It is, and I think that announcement the other day too on Facebook about the with Emily, Tammy, and Petra, all running the women's division now.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I don't know Emily, and I haven't met Tammy, but I'm sure some of them will be down for the ACS at the beginning of next year.
Oh, no doubt.
But Petra, we had the pleasure of having her and Jan down at when we were over at the tennis club there for the Masters, and what great people they are. And she's the fanatical one out of that relationship.
Correct.
Yeah. He was the latecomer.
Correct. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing where everything's going to go over the next couple of years. I mean, I know the ladies were all very excited when the ACS was announced. last year for earlier this year.
Yep.
And you know, it resulted in more events happening and more participation and seeing a wave of new players coming in and getting involved and it's, you know, I mean, pinball's always been perceived as a male-dominated hobby or sport, or whichever way you want to look at it, and you know, we're trying to do whatever we can, not just here in Australia, but obviously around the world to change that. So change that narrative and get more people involved and realise, see that.
And on the background, there's me and Chris.
Oh, good on you.
So they do the photo from last night.
I think they did actually mention that last night that you guys were in there.
And they got me and Chris behind you. Well, if it hadn't have been on lag, you would have had us going like that behind you, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, with the 10-second lag, it already had the photo and out of there by the time we realised.
Oh, we've been raided. Look out. Welcome, folks.
Raid from Texas.
We are here watching the multiple maidens.
Iron Maidens, yep.
Oh, sorry, yes, Iron Maidens, correct, sorry. Multiple Maidens is a comp in Wellington, New Zealand.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're here at the Illawarra Pinball Club in Kembla St, Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia. We've got our female competition on today. They're doing max match play, 10 games. We've just finished with Sierra and Karen. We're just waiting for the rig to move and we'll be on to our next game in a second.
What's the feedback on King Kong over there? What's brewing? We probably won't see ours in Australia for probably another 6 weeks yet. So
I believe June, isn't it?
No,
for the premium.
Early July probably. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but then again, you could be right. So.
No, I know Suda's got one coming and it's going down now.
But so then again, like Dungeons and Dragons only arrived about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So.
Really? Yeah. Haven't had a chance to play that yet. Have you had a look at that? Dungeons and Dragons?
I got to play it a couple of weeks ago, just the pro. Can't say I'm totally sold on it, but I know people that will enjoy the game. But
get Dan to move the rig. Get Dan to move the rig.
Yeah, I'm not totally sold on D&D yet, but I need some solid time on it first, and I think a little bit more code wouldn't go astray.
What a great time for pinball. I mean, you've got D&D, you've got King Kong from Stern.
Yep.
You've got, what is it? Harry Potter just been announced by JJP.
Yep, Predator.
You've got Dune coming out. Yeah, Predator's been announced as coming out there.
Yep.
You've got ABBA. Well, that can't be helped. What else have you got there? Evil Dead's just come out there. Spooky Pinball. They've been doing a fantastic job.
Looks amazing. I obviously haven't got my hands on that one yet because
that shotgun shot sounds awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Any of you guys in America played that yet?
Evil Dead.
Let us know your thoughts on Evil Dead. I know Sean Ramsey here is getting that one.
It's our first glimpse of World Cup soccer today.
It's another one I reckon is a really fun game.
And for the benefit of our viewers out there, I am not going to take my clothes off and run around when someone scores a goal. No one wants to see that. Not even me.
So we won't be doing an Illawarra Pinball Club only fans?
No, not this time, no. We do want to keep viewers.
I might get subscriptions to put it back on.
Yeah, maybe, exactly
it's
right.
$5, put it back on.
All right, so Sandra and Gail. Gail's crept up a bit there on her. And has gone up to 6 wins now as well. So.
Oh, yeah. She's a funny one, Gail.
Yep.
She was hitting the beers last competition and then getting on the electric bike to ride home after.
Oh. Obviously lived to tell the tale. So.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Never stops laughing. And Sandra's another one too. She's her daughter is going out with one of the guys in the club, and that's and they said, the Iron Maidens, the female comps on. Why don't you go along and play? And she hadn't played pinball since she was about 18 or 19 years of age. But I tell you what, if she put some practice in and learned some rule sets and stuff like that, she's someone that could be a really decent player. Like you can see, she played a lot when she was younger and she just gets it. But she's only new back into the game. but she's always at the pointy end. I say that, and then she has that happen.
A little bit late there. Commentator's curse kicking in there.
Oh, and I'm the worst for that too. So here we have Gail. Anything's possible when Gail's at the table.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you there, yeah, man. And yeah, I did get to play Texas Chainsaw a little bit earlier this year, and yeah, again, great game, great theme. It's got some decent flow to it.
I haven't got to play many. I mean, I went down to Wellington to play when I was in New Zealand to have a go of Alice Cooper.
Yep.
Being a big Alice Cooper tragic sort of fan.
Yep.
But you know, I really enjoyed that too.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't see a lot of spooky machines here in Australia.
No.
We do have a distributor here in Australia for spookies, but then of course we've got a main distributor in New Zealand for spooky as well, and Dave Beck, and Danny does a lot of work with spooky as well, and does some streaming and stuff. So.
Well, that was the only place I've ever played one of those, the multimorphic ones as well, the interchangeable ones, and that was Weird Al.
Yep. Yeah. Well, there's actually a what was I going to say? Even they've released a new machine as well, or a new
Portal.
Yeah,
Portal.
Yeah.
I'd like to have tried Princess Bride.
Of course, yes, of course. Thought the name looked familiar. How's everything going over there in Sweden there, Joaquin?
There we go. You are a well-travelled.
Another photo.
Photo. They keep taking photos of us. They must be making up a new wanted poster or something.
Possibly so.
Getting that reward ready.
I believe the authorities are on their way.
Yeah. Crimes against pinball.
The Gale's off to a pretty good start here. We've got some nice points happening, nearly 200 mil. Actually, we are at 200 mil now. 90 ball's ready to go if you can hit that.
She's just got to hit that final draw scoop.
Elusive scoop. Some of the World Cup sockets you can backhand the scoop off the right flipper.
Yeah, not this one really. Nice nudging there to get that ball over to the left then. I remember one of the first times she came here, she played on James Bond and Dr. No and put a couple of 100 million points up there. I said, why don't you come over the stream and tell everyone what you did to get your score? And she looked at me, she goes, I don't have a bloody clue what I did. She goes, how about I come over there and you tell me what I did to get that score?
That's like, I think, Sue Hansey, when she won the women's comp at Tweed last year. He absolutely blitzed it on the creature from the Black Lagoon game. Scored something like 170 mil or something or other.
Yeah.
Far and away above everyone else on the game, and she's talking to her later about it and how well she did, and she's like, I've got no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, just follow the lights. But it's amazing how far you can get in pinball just following lights.
Exactly. Especially on games like this, for example. Maybe not so much on the modern games, but definitely on these sorts of games here. So, but that is a fantastic start.
No, she's done really good.
Yep.
Yeah, look at the look on her face.
Yeah. 400. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I might have to move that up for you.
That would definitely take the win in a lot of games. That is an incredible start. Job well done.
The Yeoman is in Montreal now.
Yes.
Like to come to Brisbane someday. Well, we've actually stolen him from Brisbane. We've got him down here in the Illawarra, down south of Sydney at the moment.
That's correct.
So he's in Wollongong at the moment. Come down for a visit to have a look at our humble little club.
Steal a win and steal whopper points off people. No, make it.
Just to make life hard for PJ.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's all right. He'd do the same to you if he could.
Oh, I got a little bit of a hang up there.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, it's sitting on the wire, isn't it?
Sitting on the wire. Yeah, it's probably got one of those.
Murray, World Cup.
Left in lane.
Left in lane.
Yeah. Yep.
Just sending our
Probably could be
tea
nudged
down
out.
there.
Trying to give it a little bit of a nudge now, so a little bit of forward to back action would probably get that out.
Oh, he's going to go straight for the key.
Yep.
That's like the other day I was, what was I playing? I think it was the new Black Knight 2000. It wasn't kicking the ball out at the start of it had just turned up here. It was the first time we played it. And it wasn't kicking the ball out into the lane to plunge it properly. And we saw you, Gail. We saw you.
Great start. Yeah, that was really good.
Come on, you got 2 more to devastate. 1 billion points. That's what we want to see.
Yeah. That's it. We've got to throw the game out now. After that.
Gail's excited now.
Yeah, that's really good to see that, though. I really enjoy seeing it when people get excited. Like even yesterday, yep, that's the right idea because we've got no power to the flippers at the minute. So,
I'll tell you what, Murray is a really great young guy here at the club. Puts his hand up. He does a lot here.
Yeah.
He helps out a lot. I mean, even things like our neon-looking sign up the top there, he just had it commissioned and had it made and bought it in. There you go, guys.
I made sure to take a photo of it yesterday because I think it's amazing, mate.
Just you know, oh, here you go, guys. It's just something I bought for the club. Put $400 himself to pay for it and buy it. When we were buying the camera for the rig, a few of the guys chipped in some money each to get that main playfield camera, and he turned around and just said, "Oh, I'll just buy it for you outright."
Oh,
you know, he's just like that. He's a really generous young guy. He loves the club. He'd do anything for the club. You know, if you could.
Oh, that's unlucky.
If you could have more of him, oh my God, you'd have a brilliant club. You know, he's just good youngster, and he's taken on the TD role.
Oh, I think he did a fantastic job yesterday. I mean, one of the things I enjoyed most about being here yesterday was that because I run and TD a lot of events at home.
Yeah.
One of the things I really enjoyed about yesterday was that I didn't get called on yesterday.
No.
I mean, I got called on once, but it was just for a very minor thing, and it was just more so for advice, just to make sure they were making the right decision, and they got it straight away. So yeah,
I actually started it here at the club doing the TD. You know, to build all the match play, all the IPA stuff, and all that sort of business. And I remember after about the 4th or 5th Pinocchio, we had one guy that just caused a hell of a lot of trouble. He's now banned from all the competition in the state, and after that I just said that's enough for me. I just lost all desire to do that side of it anymore. He still to this day gets on social media and causes problems. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
I'm not going to comment on that.
No.
So,
But you know, he's always got an alias or two to go under. Joined one page and one of the guys wanted to give him a chance in that, and within 10 minutes insulted someone about their children and was banned from the page, you know. I think that was a record.
Alright, so Sandra's got a long hill to climb here, but certainly not out of it by any means necessary. Multi-ball, it's still got to get the lock first. So either one of the ramps. Big goal round, you can certainly catch up some points here if you can get the ball into the goals there. So that's what's that? 60 mil there, plus a little bit more as well for the.
And I think even though Gail is the second player here, you've got to let her play that third ball, don't you?
I think so.
Mm.
I mean, no one's in a hurry to get through games here, so.
No.
All right.
She said that'd be something special if she could get up to $1 billion. I reckon that'd make her day.
All nearly there. Oh, there's one goal. Probably too late to get the other two. Probably get one grace period one. No, not quite. Oh, nearly. There's a few nearlies there. Still not a bad effort though in the end.
Come on, Gail, let's see what you can do.
I'd love. I mean, Gail's still got her multi-ball ready to go too. I mean, it's not often you get 700 mil and haven't played a multi-ball.
Mm.
Nice shot.
Like I said, she's one of the real big personality characters. She's absolutely lovely, and she never stops laughing. She just has fun.
Oh, look at that!
Just laugh.
Having a laugh. Like it's,
Yeah.
you don't see too many people when they finish the game just having a laugh like that.
And she'll do it whether she gets 10 million or 100
Yeah.
million, you know.
Yeah.
She just doesn't care. She's just here for fun
Yep.
and just enjoys it. And she's real infectious with the humour. You can't help but like go, yeah, that was a really good one.
That is
a
a
real good one.
fantastic effort. I really enjoyed watching that.
No, that was good. So there we go, Gail getting the win. Fantastic score. You'd be happy with that any day.
Oh, exactly.
She's still smiling too.
It's not very often you'd play a game and get 800 million and not get a win. So, and get that score without getting multiple, like I said. So that's a great result.
Let's have a look at these standings. I wonder who's going to be up the top when we look at these standings. Have you? I thought for sure it was going to be you.
Dropped down a bit, going from second to third.
I was really building you up then. I was thinking it was going to be you, but there we go. So Gail up there, 7 points. Oh well, I mean, no guessing why she's up there after that last game, is there? Karen Hunt there in second place with Sierra tied,
And
Mag's in fourth place.
I'm trying not to show any bias, but Justine's made a massive comeback because I think her first 5 games, I couldn't have been 5 games, first 4 games I think were all losses, and now she's just outside the cut.
Yeah,
So.
she just paid me on Batman. She went really well.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's a game we know you like.
We're back to Black Knight again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sierra heads back out there.
Gabby and Violet.
I reckon she's about 2 years off her full potential. Sierra, you know, she's still got a lot of improving to do.
I'd even say if she's keeps up the passion for it, I'm going to say even 12 months.
Yeah.
I think. I think that's been one of the. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the best person to ask for advice on games, but like staying with Sierra and her family this weekend, she's been asking heaps of questions.
Oh, she does, yeah.
And
And that was the thing. Susie told me that when they came back from Queensland up there,
yeah,
they said Esha really was generous,
Yep.
you know, and Emily as well. They were so generous with their time towards Sierra in helping her and giving her tips and stuff like that.
Yep.
They really, really came back with a real love for your competition up there,
Yep.
for the people up there, and for the way that they were treated and sort of brought into a family. Because, I mean, that's what it is. Pinball's one big family. It doesn't matter what venue you go to. There's only one thing you've got to answer to when you come to another venue of pinball, and that's, do you like pinball? And if the answer's yes, you're one of us.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, you might only get a bad egg every now and again, but yeah, it's such a great community. It's one of the reasons why I love doing it. It's one of the reasons why I love running events, is because the community is just so good.
Yeah, and you've built a really, really good community up there, and that sort of stuff. So
the one big aspect we have up there is everyone works with each other. There's no, our club's better, or this club's better, or this place is better, or whatever it might be. Everyone works together up there, and we're all there to promote everyone's events and things like that. And I get that. Oh dear. We've recorded that. It's on record.
yeah, cap that, guys, if you can. We'll send it to her later.
Exactly. We've all done that before, though.
And the funny thing is, right? You can tell when someone's a real good friend. Her best mate goes straight over the TV so she can watch the replay of that and have a chuckle.
That's the way we do things here in Australia.
That is how we do things. That's why this morning I made the Water Boy and the Wet Bandit posters.
Yep. Yeah, that was great. That was superb.
But we often do a lot of those sort of things. Like when we did the KISS launch, I had the KISS band there and put all the faces, a couple of club member faces in there instead,
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of
It,
different...
it makes people sort of look at it and all that sort of stuff. One of the popular ones was when we did the Monty Python Life of Brian.
Oh, yeah.
We had Paul Suter up there as big as Dickus. And I've got to see that.
Yeah. We're very lucky we've got the delayed screen up here to our right, so we've got to watch this now, because I missed it. I'm sure you missed it too, so... Don't tell me she did the same again. Oh, she did too.
Oh.
It's
We better,
alright to have a laugh
we better be
about it,
careful,
though,
she
so-
might throw a camera. That's all right, Gabby, we've all been there. We've all been
all
there.
done it.
We've all done it.
And there's some advice to all of our other competitors here. If you get the chance to choose a machine today and you get to play against Gabby, pick Black Knight.
Yeah. I definitely think that's the go, isn't it? It's, at least the torment's over.
That's it.
So unfortunately, Gabby not having a good run on Black Knight.
No.
But that's the Black Knight for you, isn't it? He's out to destroy.
Oh, exactly right.
I mean, you've only got to listen to him on Swords of Rage next door to it, the taunts.
Yes.
I really love that game, the way it throws homage to the two earlier games.
Yes.
You know, you can go into the original Black Knight
Yeah.
mode, then you go into Black Knight 2000 mode.
There's a lot of hate out there for Sword of Rage, but I think it is a great game. Like,
I love it. A lot of people say the Pro's better than the LE
I
and
agree.
that.
I
Yeah.
agree. I'm the same. I understand that it does seem weird that the Pro doesn't have an upper playfield, and Black Knight's always been about the upper playfield. So
Yep.
I can understand, people not liking it for that reason. I also understand people not liking it for the fact that on the premium and LE, you can just keep the ball on the upper playfield the entire game, and
And that's what you used to do in the original too, is just loop that ball in, get the multi-ball, get it. As soon as you finish that multi-ball, loop it back around.
Yeah.
I remember one time on the Masters at the tennis club there, PJ was on the old original Black Knight, and G and three other people were on Black Knight Swords of Rage.
Yeah.
And we're streaming Swords of Rage, and in the background you could just see PJ playing on the original one. And all four players have gone for one ball, then they've gone for two balls, then they've gone for three balls, and they've finished their game. And PJ is still sitting there about 10 minutes later on about 12 million points on Black Knight, just looping it in, multi-balling it, losing the multi-ball, looping it back in.
That's it.
But he was ferocious on that.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that on that derp. Like, Black Knight 2K, the soundtrack on that is amazing, but Sword of Rage is probably just in front of that. Like,
Is that on vinyl?
yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
God, what a great thing to have on vinyl.
Yep.
I love that riff. I reckon
there is actually on.
Is it on Spotify or anything like that?
You can actually download the Black Knight 2K song.
Hey Dan, can we get a rig change? What's that?
That's cool.
Oh, okay. Yep, cool. We're going to stick on this one for the next game. No, there Gale and Mags. Yeah, that's a top of the ladder match up there. We watched. Yeah, no, that's good, mate. It's we watched Gale absolutely obliterate World Cup there a little while ago.
Yeah, she did. See what she can do here.
One thing we do know is she's going to laugh and have fun. And she will exaggerate just about every movement she does with the pinball machine too.
Oh, she nearly copied.
She nearly did to Gabby.
Yeah, oh. Not running.
I don't know, someone's knocking on Black Knight. I've got a thumping in my head there. So here we have Mags. Mags, of course, the organiser and runner of the Iron Maidens. She promotes the league, she organises the comps, and she definitely puts a female stamp on it. And once again, she's another one. That out of her and Dan, she's the one that would be playing pinball all day if she had a chance.
That's exactly right. They can never get too much pinball.
No.
Ever. Ever. Oh, U-turn didn't register then?
Yeah, it's got that U-turn similar to the original Black Knight, hasn't it?
Yeah, but for some reason it didn't actually register. So I don't know if it was just because it went too slow or
Yep.
maybe it didn't trigger one of the switches.
So right next to me here is the original Black Knight. I don't know whether you can see it, and it's just about to be moved. So
just see the back
the wobble of it.
Yeah.
So if you can hear that banging noise, they're probably about to drop it on me. G's probably finally paid them off.
Alright, so it looks like Mags are just paying attention to the U-turns, I think. Which is not a bad strategy.
I found first game I played on it, I was a little early on the flipper hits for the upper plane
There
flip.
we
Just
go.
took me a little bit to get me range on it, but it is a fun game. I'm going to go back and set up my Spotify playlist to listen to that when I get home. Oh, good save. The guys are moving the machines around. Stu's always up to...
Oh, no, Gail's just copied. Sure, that was probably something we,
You can't help it like Gail, eh?
yeah.
You need more personalities in pinball like that. But I suppose every club's got those funny, strong personalities you can't always help but laugh at.
Certainly
Eh?
do. Oh, that was unlucky, that.
Suter's one as well. I don't think you've met Paul, have you?
I have met Paul.
You've met him, yeah. He's just got that sense of humour about him, eh? And you never know what's going to come out next. But he always keeps you laughing.
Paul actually sent me a message a couple of days before I came down and apologised for not being here this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Paul.
Yeah.
Well, he messaged me the day before Pinnawarra, saying, "Oh, yeah, really going to miss Pinnawarra. It's going to be the first one I've ever missed."
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. And I said, "Oh, you're still down Tasmania?" He goes, "No, we're back in Melbourne." He said, "It's bloody awful not enjoying Melbourne." He said, "I love Tasmania, but not enjoying Melbourne."
Yep.
And I said to him, "It's only a 10-hour drive, mate. Just jump in the car and drive back up. You'll make Pinnawarra." And he goes, "You don't know how tempted I am."
And yet he spent pretty much all day on the chat yesterday anyway, so.
Yeah.
So while he might not have been here in person yesterday, he certainly was here in spirit.
And that's the best part. We're starting our third year
Yep.
yesterday.
Yep.
And he's had a 100% record for the first 2 years. But I was able to say on the stream that he's got an absolutely 0% chance attendance record for season 3. And I know that would have killed him.
That's just slack.
The funny thing is, too, he'd go quiet on the chat, and then when you mention people are stealing his beers out of the fridge, he'd all of a sudden come on to chat quick.
I bet. I did like that remark yesterday morning when Dave was going through all the speech and stuff yesterday and said that there was actually room in the fridge yesterday.
But then they looked and they realised Suter's beer's all still there.
All right, so providing Mags doesn't tilt here, she's actually already got this win. Just off the plunge, the bonus will just be 18,000, so that is already enough.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Mags, of course, carryover champion from the last Iron Maidens event. I remember the first time she won her first Iron Maidens trophy, they were heading home with it, and she had her husband, Dan, holding the trophy, and he dropped it.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't believe he was too popular. Then when he won a trophy, I said to her, what you want to do is hold it and walk behind him, I said, and then as he's about to go in the door, just yell out and go, hey, Dan, and when he turns around, throw it in the bottom of the swimming pool or something.
With full video, hopefully, just to see the reaction.
Yeah. Problem is, she's too nice to do that to him.
Yeah.
My wife, she would have done it in a flash. She probably would have pegged it at me head. So there we go, Mags getting the win there on Black Knight. We'll go to the standings, have a bit of a look.
Drawing a bit closer, a bit more, a bit closer to Gail there. So.
Yep, so Gail sitting up there on 7 points after 9 games.
Yep.
Mags, Karen Hunt, Sierra, all on 6 points after 9 games. So that's a clear top 4. You've then got Amanda and Violet there, sitting in 5th place, just outside that finals cut-off. Justine, she had a hard start, but she's come back a bit there. Sandra, Susie Morgan, all on 4 points. Susie Cheryl Ambus on 3. Amanda Woodgate, Alice Morgan, and Gabby Fanakis, all on 2 points there. So we're getting down towards the business end. Hopefully Dan will pick us a new game to get on to in a second. So for any of those guys on the...
I think Justine just got the win on Joker Poker there.
Oh, okay. So any of those guys that saw the stream yesterday, we've got the mock up there. That's
I love it.
G, the Wet Bandits. Of course, G knocking his cup of water over into the PC yesterday while we were in the middle of the stream. Actually took us off air for about 10 minutes while we had to do the repair work. And we've also got Andrew G as the water boy.
Yep.
And I think that's really fitting for him, isn't it? If you do something bad, you got to cop a bit of a stir. What do you do?
I think you need to put a sash on him, and like a New South Wales state map sash over him or something like that.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Did you like that, did you? I may have. You know me, Sierra, I'd never stir anyone up. So look, there we go. We've gone from Black Knight 2000 to Swords of Rage. Well, I suppose the little brother, isn't it? It's not the big brother. It's the younger one, isn't it?
That's true.
That'd be like the mouthy younger brother, wouldn't it?
Sorry?
It's like the mouthy younger brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one that's got a tauncher.
Alright.
So they've got 3 players in this one.
Yeah, I think the previous game is just being plunged out here. So.
Oh, okay. This is the best version, the Pro. A lot of people love the Pro.
Yeah, like I said, I agree. I'm more pro than premium Morelli when it comes to this game.
And you know, I've never been one to really go for a
amazing.
lot of toppers and that sort of stuff, but the topper is beautiful
Yep.
on Swords of Rage, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Just
Then
miss-
again, I reckon Labyrinths is one of the best looking toppers, isn't it?
Oh, it's the best. It's actually my profile photo on Facebook.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
seen that. Haven't played it yet. Haven't had a chance to, but that's another one I just love the theme of.
It's a beautiful game. Like, I mean, for a first up machine, for barrels of fun. Like, I mean, they couldn't have really done much better for a first time game. Like,
But I think a good IP too.
yeah,
I mean, sometimes I reckon the nostalgia heartstrings can be better than the modern blockbuster stuff right now.
yeah.
I mean, look at Jaws. Jaws, how old's Jaws now? 40, 50 years?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I mean, people love that theme, don't they? Why? Because all the people that buy pinball machines, they grew up watching it.
I think if one of the companies can get the Beetlejuice IP, that will sell like hotcakes.
There was rumour about that a while back, wasn't there?
There was, yeah.
Wasn't there rumour that Jersey Jack might have had it or something like that, or Stern? One of the two big ones?
It was definitely around, especially considering they did the new movie a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But
And I didn't mind it either. I
eventuated.
thought that was all right, that movie.
I mean, the big rumour at the moment is, I say big rumour because I've heard it plenty of times, is a Pokemon theme, which I think
think
Jack Danger, I think, might be...
I think a Minecraft theme would be absolutely huge for
I
pinball
agree.
too. And I say that in bringing pinball to youngsters.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a lot of adults out there that play Minecraft
Yep.
too. It's a fantastic game. Hello.
Hello there.
Come and say hello.
Yeah.
We got Susie in here. How are you, mate?
Susie's improving all the time. She just started with
Ball save? No ball save there. Gee whiz, Violet actually had a really good start there. 37 mil ball one.
Yeah.
Like, that's a great start.
And really moving those lanes as well too to get the multipliers
Yep.
and things like that.
Yeah, you absolutely have to on this game. You can't just leave it there and hope the ball will roll through the unlit lane because, and it's not even that, it's just the multipliers at the top and your war hurry-ups at the top, and then down the bottom here, your lane completions down the bottom here, like your mystery award at the shield. And they can be beneficial too, like 3 million, 2 million points. Start war, hurry up, start this. So and not only that, but also provides a safe shot as well, where the ball will return to the flipper too. So
You a fan of this one, Susie?
I'm struggling with this one at the moment. It's been hard for me. Yesterday, I just couldn't get a good ball on it. Tried soft one, and then I was trying to hold the flipper on the...
yep.
Yeah, trying to do it that way. And I just really struggle with this one at the moment.
It's a very fast-playing sort of rage. I mean, most are, but this one definitely does fit the bill.
It's a good game to tramp up on, but isn't it?
Oh, you have
those
to.
steep flippers.
You have to.
It's the only one that can roll down the in lane, and you can hold the flipper
Correct.
up, and it'll actually stay on it.
And I'm really struggling to hit the shield. Is it the shield to get the multi?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I just really can't aim for it because I like to hit on the fly. There has to be a...
Yeah, backhand shots and trapping up is probably your best bet on this game.
That was a free lock lead there. It was ball bounced off the drop target on the right, or the side rail
Yep.
on the right orbit, back into the lock target. So it was a free lock light there. So
Take it when you can get
exactly right.
it. 10 million for the extra ball. Nice little bonus there on that one.
It's got a good score up there.
Yeah, she's playing really well this game. It's unlucky there, that bouncing out, but by the time bonus about 73 mil thereabouts, maybe a little bit less than that. 72.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of bonus in that, was there?
Not normal. It doesn't normally have a lot of bonus, this one. I mean, you can, but
Now, you want something like Stranger Things. Always makes you
Yep.
feel good at bonus time, doesn't it?
yeah.
Carries over.
That was one of my pieces of advice to young Sierra this morning, actually, about Stranger Things. We're talking about shatzing or alley passing and things like that. And Stranger Things is definitely one of those games where shatzing or alley passing comes in very, very handy because
Okay.
your in lane is what builds your bonus multiplier.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I mean,
So,
you really want to work on that in that game.
Yeah.
Off
So, yeah.
already, mate? She's
So,
up playing.
yeah, if you are on Stranger Things and you can alley pass, by all means do so you can build towards that bonus multiplier, because a 5 times bonus multiplier on Stranger Things makes a massive difference to your score at the end of the day. So, and the other really important thing to get going on that game is your 5-way combo. 5-way combo with a 5 times playfield is...
That's my one there.
Yep, Nice.
It's the KJS one,
Yes.
so the upside down version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
beautiful
good.
machine.
It's one of my favourites.
And
Steven's put out in recent times.
And I got one of Stewie's still sitting at home from
Yep.
one Easter ago.
Yeah.
He put it in there because he was full and has just never left.
Yeah.
That happens with Stu.
Yeah.
He's like the witness relocation of pinball machines. So here we are in Avengers now. Young Alice taking us away. I wonder if Aladdin's Castle is in here today. I haven't noticed whether that's in the actual...
It's been used, yeah.
It has been?
It has been, yeah.
I must understand if he can try and get us on a game of that today, if possible.
This might actually just about be the last game, actually, this one.
Yeah, there wouldn't be many left. Now imagine...
Quick look and see what is left.
Imagine if Alice here keeps going on and playing pinball like Sierra, starting at this age. But she could be an absolute weapon in a few years' time, couldn't she?
Right. So we've currently got 3 games in play. We've got the one we're watching right now between Alice and Sandra on Avengers.
Yep.
We've got Mags and Susie on Jaws right now. And then we've also got Gabby and Sierra playing Dr. No. And then there'll be one other match that can be created, and that will be Justine and Amanda, but we don't know what game that will be on yet.
Oh, okay. So we just had Aladdin's Castle, is it? Is that Castle over there?
Aladdin's Castle.
Aladdin's Castle's just come into the room today. Double right-hand flipper on that one, single on the left. Looks a bit of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a fun little game. I got to play it for the first time up in Townsville earlier this year, and it certainly goes all right. So
I was watching that comp on stream that I think it was at the brewery up there not long ago.
Oh, the hiker one.
And they
yeah,
had
the classic.
they had that card one where you've got to land the ball in the spinning shots at the top.
Oh, yeah. I know the one you're talking about, but it's not coming to me at the moment.
Yeah, that looked rather interesting. What do you think of what is it, Home Pin Blues Brothers coming out soon?
No comment.
No comment. I think Rob, our club president, he's ordered one.
Yep.
He said it was super cheap at Pinfest.
Yep.
And he thought, oh, why the hell not? I'll just to have a look at it,
Yep.
just out of curiosity. But I believe it's got like 4 songs licensed or something like that.
Yeah. I think
Which
I think there's an open license on that game, so I think you can actually change different things on that particular.
See, now
game,
that would have been a good Stern game, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, I love the original movie. I don't know about other people, but it's one of those ones I think was just had great music, great lines in it. You know, it's.
Okay, so we've got our mode going here. So Alice managed to get a portal lock before starting that mode. And we're on Time Gem. So Time Gem is a 6-shot mode. Unfortunately, that is end of ball. But Time Gem is a 6-shot mode. It's one of the 2 ramps in the middle there, and then the flashing line drop target collect on the left-hand side, and then repeat 2 more times, and then that 6 shots all done and Time Gem collected.
So Sandra's sitting on 5 points. She'll be trying to play her way into the finals. I'm not sure how far off she is.
I think, yeah, that'll put her on the cut line, I think.
I might even get a playoff or something like that
Yeah.
before we start.
It's very likely you do get a playoff today, just because it is a max match play format and it's
Yep.
only 10 games. If it was maybe 20 games and still only top 4 or something, then probably less likely for a tiebreaker. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll get a tiebreaker today. There we go, we've got mode start. So Reality Gem, first thing you've got to do is hit the portal like that. That lights all your shots. And the more you can get that portal spin around, the better the value your shots are.
There you go. She's getting it spinning.
And of course, you can see there the value of the shot is decreasing while the portal's not spinning. Or the spinning disc, or whatever you want to call it. So loses out on the reality gem, but does have 4 multi-ball lit on the captive ball on the right-hand side.
Yep. And she's put herself in front. Let's see what Alice can do now.
Looks like we have our last game up, ready to play. Justine and Susie. Amanda, I should say. And they are playing Side of Rage.
There's a lot of Black Knight happening, isn't there?
There is. It's very unusual. Normally it sort of only goes back to games that haven't been played between the two competitors, and maybe those two haven't played Black Knight today. So
yeah, I don't think I've seen Justine on there.
So we've got 4 multi-ball happening here. So the way 4 multi-ball works is basically you've got to get 1 of the lit arrows, then shoot the captive ball for super jackpot. And then for the second time, you've got to hit 2 of the white arrows, then hit the captive ball for the jackpot, and then so on and so forth. But Alice has managed to get the 15-second ball saver, and we've got a ball stuck there on that spinner, or spinner lane.
So it's stuck there, is it?
It is stuck there. It's stuck under the gate.
Murray, Avengers.
The spinner lane.
Ball's just stuck on the
On
spinner
the right
lane.
hand side. No, it's come out. It's come out. Ball search might have been enough for it to vibrate, and it vibrated out. So, all right. So Alice left a little bit of work there for Sandra. So
Yeah, let's see what she can do.
I mean, the easiest thing to do right now is just take the quick Thor multi-ball, which is ready, as I said, on that captive ball on the right-hand side.
So Sandra's sitting on 5 points. At the moment, 4th place is 6 points. So if she gets the win here, she's probably going to put herself up close. But Mags is also playing Susie at the moment. So if Mags gets that win, she'll move 4th place up to 7 points.
Oh.
Violet, I think, is finished, so we'll stay on 6 points.
And then you got Amanda and Justine playing each other too. So one of them's going to go to 6 points after their round, after their game's finished. So.
There we go. Mags has finished, so she's gone up to 7 as well.
She
so
got the win. So
let's put the cut off up to 7, so we won't actually get a tiebreaker. No.
There you go. Probably because I said that we probably would.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
reason why we didn't.
They like to make lies out of us.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a woman's prerogative, isn't it?
I mean, it's always exciting watching tiebreakers. I mean, it's definitely not exciting if you're part of them, but.
No, there was. Look, I tell you what. Last night, that semi-finals and the finals, I thought were some of the most exciting pinball because it was all in there. You know, like you're sitting there watching bonus. Yep. To get in there, you were right on that cusp in the semis of possibly being out.
Yep.
You could see you were disappointed when you didn't hit the score, but then the bonus carried you over. It's always that relief of seeing it finally go over.
Yep.
PJ then was looking out on Stranger and threw the machine so hard and managed to keep it and then settle it back down without tilting it out. In one of the best saves I've seen in a long time. It was just seat of the pants pinball, you know what I mean? And it could have went so many ways. And even in that final there, while she was catching up to you, and if he'd have got ahead, he would have took the night out there too. So he wasn't that far behind you in the end. I think only 60 million
that's right.
behind you there. So he was lurking up there too. He could have come through and, you know, ruin both you and PJ's night there, you know what I mean? So it's there were so many ifs and buts as to what could have happened there.
Yep.
I thought it was a really captivating final series, and there was a lot of people on the stream watching last night, and they were really enjoying it. If you go back and watch some of the comments there in that final, they were right behind it. And I'll tell you what, a lot of your Queensland fellow compatriots up there, they were right behind you in this competition. It was good. It made it into sort of like a bit of a state of origin, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was good. I thought it was a great, just a great atmosphere, really, the competition. Played in good spirits, and at the end, there was just some great pinball. Yeah,
exactly.
Which I think is the most important part. So we're just waiting on this final game to finish at the moment between Alice and, Justine Cadell and Amanda Goodyear. We'll have a look. I'll bring the standings over to the main screen so everybody can see them.
We'll find out in just a moment. The result is being put in as we speak.
So the top four will be Mags Craze, Karen Hunt, Gail Muir, and Sierra Sharalambus.
So Amanda got the win there at the end. So so it takes her to equal fifth spot there.
Yeah, it was 6 points. So we've got a clear top four. So they will set up the finals in a minute, and we'll be off and going with that. I'm not sure how many games the finals are set up for tonight. I don't know whether it's one or... I'll have to have a look at match play.
I presume it'll be a group match play final. If you go to the... it's already got the playoff set up there, so if you want to click on the playoff line...
Okay.
It'll probably tell you there, so... looks like just one match, one game.
One game. So is that in a different match play now, is it?
It will be, yes.
Yeah, okay. So we'll open the big broadcast view. We'll get our results for that so we can have it into the OBS for this final match. And well, we'll put the standings in there anyway, eh? Not that I think we really need them for just a one match four, but we'll get them in there.
I should see if one of the ladies wants to jump in and
have a chat.
Or commentate the last game, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to do that, eh?
Yeah.
God knows I could do with a break. My voice is ravaged today.
I can hear it's a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, 11 hours, nearly 12 hours yesterday.
12 hours of talking, yeah. Some people would say it's what I do best, but... my wife would probably tell you I was born to never shut up.
It's one of the things you want on these streams, though, is you don't want that air, so...
No, look, I take it seriously when we do it. I do like to make sure that we interact with everyone, have a talk to everyone, and... I love the comments too, and I love it when they stir us up a bit and give us a bit. And I think it's the Australian way.
Oh,
we definitely don't do the stream as serious as what a lot of other streams do. We joke around a lot. We do a lot of shit stirring, to be honest with you. But
exactly.
That's always been the way we've done things down here at the club.
Yep. She's over there. She might not too, but...
So we're just seeing if any of the girls want to come in and take over the commentary for the final. There we go. We'll get Amanda in here.
Okay.
I'll jump out of the way. I'll let you have it with Amanda if it's just her.
I was probably going to jump out too, actually, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But
we'll wait and see what happens here.
Yeah, so there you go. So jump on the Pinhead stream tomorrow night. Townsville will be running their comp tomorrow night up there.
Oh, fantastic.
And then, of course, coming up in 5 weeks' time, we've got BPAC up in Brisbane. So we've got...
Make sure you send me the graphics for all those too, because we will advertise them on the stream for you, and make sure
nice.
we send some of our viewers up your way. And
yep.
like I said, I think it's a great thing to build each other up in here.
Well, I mean, there is definitely a number of players from the Illawarra Club that are heading up for BPAC this year.
Yeah,
of
we'll
course,
definitely
we've
be
got
watching.
the big Australian Women's Championship as one of the events there. We'll have easily over 50 players for it. So,
And any of you guys that do the streams up north, you want to come down and get involved in the stream down here, maybe in the ACS and stuff like that, I would absolutely love to have you guys. Hey mate, how are you?
got Amanda joining us here in the stream, so I'm going to...
Yeah, Lemo's going to jump out and you can jump in.
Pass over, so all yours. Thank you.
Which game are we on for the final? Is Dan, have you picked the games yet for the final? No, okay. Just making sure Dan doesn't miss the rig, that's all. How you going, mate?
Oh, I'm all right. Bit hungover, but I'm all right.
Bit hungover. Is that the excuse for today, is it?
Oh, no, there's no excuse. I just played poorly.
That's what I do, hey.
At one point I would have made finals, but...
When I get near finals and that sort of stuff, I all of a sudden develop a mild case of retardation.
Well, I actually was
When I say
on,
mild case, I mean severe.
Severe, yeah. Well, I was actually on...
Severely mild.
Iron Maiden. Only had 2 million to win, and I had my third ball. And honestly, didn't get the skill shot, which would have been 2.5 mil.
Yep.
And then it went straight down and didn't save me.
Yeah,
So
that happens.
I didn't even get my 2 million for what they was. Very frustrating. But anyway, it was good fun. It was always fun with the girls.
Not much you can do about that, is there?
Oh, absolutely not. But I had some good games though. Gail's crack up, isn't she?
Oh, she is an absolute... She had an absolute belter of a game on World Cup.
Oh, really?
About 800 and something million. And just the joy on her face when she did it.
I know.
But then she turned around and played another game straight after it and had an absolute terrible game.
Yeah.
And when she drained out, she just threw her hand down and just laughed at herself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like she just doesn't get upset, doesn't get mad, just enjoys everything she does.
Yeah, she's awesome actually. She's a crack up. I was watching her play the new game, and the ball's coming down, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." She puts her hands up instead of using the flippers. We just lost it.
Yep.
She's a great player, but she was actually number one for a while today. So good on Gail. She was actually one. I'm like, Gail, you're number one. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. She's really improved, hasn't she?
Oh, she has.
Yeah.
And she just has a lot of fun with it too, doesn't she?
Yeah, love it. I think all the girls here are just having a really good time.
Yeah.
And Sierra's in the final again, of course. She's such a little superstar, isn't she?
So there we go for anyone that missed it yesterday. Andrew G pouring water into the PC midstream, actually taking us off air. He's now got 2 aliases. He's either known as the Water Boy or the Wet Bandit.
Who does this?
I did it.
It's fantastic.
Mocked him up this morning.
Oh, good on you.
Got to have a stir of G there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Got
what
to get him somehow.
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
So Dan just moving the rig. We'll see what game we get on there. I'll see if
Royal Flush.
who's in that final 4 too.
There's I think there's Gail, Karen, Mags, and Sierra.
Okay.
I think that's just off memory.
Yeah, so there we go. Mag, Sierra.
Karen and
Which
Gail.
one are they on? They're going on to
Well done, superstar.
Royal Flush. Hello, mate. How you going?
I'm just waiting for Max to pick some stuff up and then she's first up for Royal Flush.
Oh, what do you think of Royal Flush?
It's fun, but it's a bit annoying because I've already placed 3 times. It's my third time.
Who picked it? Is it a picked game?
Sorry?
Is it a chosen game?
No, it's randomised.
It's random. Yeah, do you want the... I'll move over. Are you coming back? What's that? Oh, here. You go on that one. He's going down here. There we are. Oh,
Oh, you get the big chair?
I get the big boy chair. Oh, look how little I look. I need pillows.
You can lift it up the side here for you too. That side, the other side.
There we go. I'm a little bit short. Perfect, thank you. All right. So you're up against Mags?
Yes.
Well, it's going to be a tough one.
It will be.
Yeah, she's a wonderful player.
She's a good player.
So
She
what's your
has really
tips?
good nudges on it.
Yeah.
My
she's
tips.
strong.
Getting the top lanes.
Oh, top lanes, yep.
Yep, to light something up. Just go for the targets.
Oh, they're so hard. They're so hard to get.
Yeah.
They're so risky too. All right, I'll commentate for you. All right, Sierra's up on Royal Flush. Very simple game, but also a very hard one. These old ones are a bit tricky to play. Ramp Champ says he's not a fan of Royal Flush. I'm the same. I think they're just hard to control for them not to go out. And it's so slow too. I prefer a game a little bit faster. Sierra's got some good control. Oh dear. Oh, nicely saved. She's a wonderful player. Oh. All right, that was. It's always very quick on these older machines. Get jokers to get more points for target. Yeah, you're right. They're fine. So Ramp Champ says get the jokers to get more points for the targets. To the jokers, meaning up the top. Is that what?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know this one very well.
I'll use this one. So you want to get 2 of the jacks to get more bonus, and then you want to essentially just get all the, what it tells you. It tells you you want to get all those targets. But essentially you just want to get all the targets down.
Okay, yeah.
But the jokers you should start it.
The jokers are on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, I never even noticed that. Oh.
It's good that she opened up the gate.
How do you open up the gate?
You open up the gate by going through that. I think you can use that thing. To open up the gate, you have to go through here.
Okay.
In this area.
Okay.
I think it's that one. Maybe? Oh.
All right, we lost it.
Okay. You're just going to have some drawing on.
We'll have to get Chris to come and fix it. I pressed a button. I lost something. Sorry, Chris. I just pressed escape. All right, I've got to not press buttons. There we go. All right, Sierra's up now. How do you get rid of that? Oh, there we go. 10 and Jack, hey? All right, that was a quick game. Like I said, it's a very tricky game. I haven't played it too much. It's interesting watching somebody play, though. Definitely learn a game by watching somebody play it. So Mags is up now. So score is 12670 and 27790, I think that is. So Sierra's in the lead for this one at the moment.
Yeah. I don't think Dan put the camera further down enough.
Okay.
Because you can't see what ball. Oh, wait, no, it's at the top.
Yeah, it's up, yeah. All right, so Sierra's back up again. It's all right. So Sierra's up. So I think, so how many players in the comp today? How many players are in the comp today, Chris? How many players are in the comp today? Are in the comp. How many players have we got today? 14? Around 14. Yeah. It's girls' day, so it's growing though, slowly. Good fun though. It's always fun. We've got cheese platters and food. We've got so much food.
Is Ram Champs fishy?
What's that?
I feel like somebody told me it was fish.
Oh, is it?
That's Ram Champs.
Oh, is it?
But I
Okay.
could be so wrong right now. Yeah,
it is fish. Oh, hi, fish. Haven't seen him for a while because I come on the Mondays. I think he goes to Tuesdays, does he?
I don't think he does either now. I think he just does like the Pinocchios and stuff.
Oh, okay. Hello. All right, so Mags is doing well on this one. She's only got one more target. Oh, one more to knock down. And
She
would've
got the jack, so she'll get a lot of.
bonus. Okay. So far, I think Mags is in front at the moment. So Sierra's got some chasing to do. So see how she goes. Sierra can do this. She's an amazing player. I find this one goes down just so much, just going for those middle targets. And there's such a big gap in the middle. Oh, that was short-lived. But still one more ball left. It only takes one ball. So Mags's last ball now, and see how she goes. I don't like how it resets every time. Like I like, you nearly knock everything down and then it just resets. So like all that work that you do is just wasted if your ball goes down. All right, Mag is going for those targets again. Nice, up the top there. Oh, that side ramp's getting them today. So Ramp Champ says it's double bonus now, so we shall see. So Sierra's a little bit behind, but we'll see how she goes. All right. Got good control. Nice. Okay. All right. Going for those targets still. Oh, she's getting close. Oh. It's always a bit scary when it's hitting those bumpers like that. Let's see what happens if there's any bonuses. I think Mags won. So Mags took that one out. 63870 to 59980. Sorry, I can't see it. Funny angle. All right. So, Karen, who won your game? So, and Karen won, so it's going to be Karen and Mags now. And I'll find out what they're playing. There you go. On we go.
Yeah, they've got another game coming up, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just Karen.
It's like I'm taller now, isn't it?
I'll have to push it back down again. I'm going to sit on the big girl chair. Oh,
Sit on the big. You can just have both of them, why don't you? So who got that one there?
Mags.
Mags got the win there. So Mags goes through to the final.
Yep, and Karen.
And Karen, is it? Okay, so let's have a
This
bit
will
of
be
a
a
look
fun
here.
game.
Okay, so Karen's got that. Mags still hasn't got the. Just need Mags' result in there, I think.
Ramchav's ball stuck? No, I don't think so. I think that game is done.
Yeah, no, that one's finished.
All good?
I think so. It's a bit quieter, that one. You've got to speak right into the side of that one, whereas this one's right into the front. So
Right, yeah.
they're
Okay.
different style microphones. It's all the gear we can put together that numerous ones of us had.
Yeah, of course.
But we're getting there.
Yeah, so what are we playing now?
Not sure. We're.
What are you playing?
Hey, Dan, have you still got to put Mag's score in? Mag's is. Oh, okay. Do we know what the last game is? Okay. So we're just waiting for the last game to be chosen. It'll be Mags versus Karen Hunt. So there we go. That's a good result. Good to see Karen up there, isn't it?
Yeah, she's a great player.
Yeah, she's...
I had to play that new one today. We got a new game in today called Aladdin's. Is it Aladdin's Castle?
yeah, Aladdin's Castle. So
And
two...
it's got the splits, the double split.
The chopstick flippers on the
Is that what it's
right-hand
called?
side.
Chopstick flippers. Okay, yeah. It's really hard to get used to.
Yeah.
So that was my game today with her. So
I'm brilliant at the split for that.
really.
Yeah, like where you lift them up and the ball goes between the two flippers and
so
goes
you're not
straight
supposed
down.
to do that.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you do because that's what I kept on doing.
If there's something bad you can do, I'm really good at it.
Yeah. Well, you just got to learn to dead bounce it, don't you?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
just not. It's very hard though. Like your little fingers just automatically want to hit, but I've definitely noticed that dead bouncing a bit more has slowed down my play.
Yep.
And that's been amazing when I've had multi-ball as well.
Do you do that much as a discipline in pinball, dead bouncing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now I do.
A lot of people start out, they don't do it when they first start out, and then they find it so hard to adjust and bring it back into their gameplay style.
Oh, okay. No, I
I know Paul
love
Suter
it.
always talks about it, that he plays a lot on the fly and that sort of stuff, and
Yeah, no, the dead bounce for me just slows my game down.
I
And
don't-
I've been noticing lately when I'm doing multi-ball, I think I was doing something very similar. I actually had 3 balls held on the flipper. And I've just been able to have a lot more control now with the multi-ball.
so this game's actually finished, isn't it? It's not
Yes.
stuck or anything.
I don't believe so.
Oh, there we go.
Not sure what we're waiting on.
Oh, Ram Champ saying the ball's stuck there. How are you, Fishy?
Shake it.
The ball or myself?
As I was just saying. No bonus. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things because Sarah may have got it with the bonus. If the ball's stuck. So if she didn't get her bonus, that may change the score.
Yeah, okay, I'm not really sure what happened there. So
right.
here we go, a bit of controversy here.
I'll go chase it up. There's what's going on.
You go tell
I'm
them.
back.
Set them straight.
I will.
That's it. Amanda on the case. She'll go and sort them out. She did. There we go. She did get bonus.
I didn't see it go up. I'll let her know that she got 2 points.
Yep. Trust you, Dave, to be in there with the ever watchful eye. Yeah, so I was sitting out. I wasn't watching that one. I was having a little bit of a break, but I didn't catch what happened in the end there. Is there any chance that anyone out there can flip that and put it into a clip so we can have a look? Because I think there's still a bit of arguing back and forward. Just where that ball drains and if the bonus did go through there. Dave would have shaken. No, he would have kicked it with his thongs. Nah, fair enough. I'll see if I can access it here in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. They're. So what's the
What happened
argument?
was she said that she had the 3,000 outlane lid. So when she went through that, it actually should have given a bonus. Did anyone see what was going on?
Yeah,
She only lit 1K times 2K, but the 3,000 she said was lit and the ball went down.
The problem is when you have an error like that in IFPA, if it's not a replicatable error, it's just bad luck.
Oh, right, okay. I have no idea. That's just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we could always watch it back later and then I guess we'll know what was going on. But
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see it. I was standing just over there having a bit of a
yeah, bad luck.
bit of a
yes.
break there. But we'll wait to see what this final match is going to be.
Oh, so Karen and Mags. All right. I don't know who to go for. They're both awesome.
So I think Dan's about to move the rig. We're going to have our final game for the night.
Like the kickback in the pack. Okay.
Dan just lifts that rig and runs with it, doesn't he?
I know.
He's going to wipe
You're gonna
someone
get
out with
some
it one
great
day.
arms. You're gonna
Stranger Things. There we go.
Oh, I love Stranger Things. What a great game.
So Mags versus Karen Hunt on Stranger Thing.
Yeah, Stranger Things is I like it. It's a good fast game. I like how fast the ball goes. The games are all playing really well today too.
It can be brutal, can't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But when you get a good game, it just feels good.
And that's the thing. The post rubbers are off on this game. The gaps are at their widest. It's set very steep.
Oh,
It
okay.
is, minimal ball save and that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It,
Okay.
it is set to be hard, and all the games here are set like that because, I mean, if any of you caught yesterday's Illawarra, we'd be having 2-hour games if they weren't
Yeah.
with when some of these players get together.
Absolutely.
But it is a really, really fun game. So Mag steps up. She's player one on this one.
All right.
She's the defending champion of the last
Yeah.
Iron Maidens. When are you going to stop her there, Amanda?
Oh, I don't know. Next time.
I think you need to pretend it's Brett,
Yeah, exactly.
and you're seeking revenge for teams night.
My God, you should have seen the message I just got earlier.
What's that?
He's like, I just watched. I watched the game back that him and I played last week when we were in our teams, and he goes, "Yeah, I just definitely deserve that win." And then the next message was like, "Loser." Like, he's not going to let me live it down for a very, very long time.
And they say love's dead.
Yeah. There's a lot of banter between him and I. I think we were with friends, and he was just telling everybody that he beat me on that one game. Yeah, so I'm never going to let that happen again.
So Mag's finishing on 6 million for the first ball.
Right. Okay.
Karen starting off there. She's got the
Doing well. Oh, nice.
got the skill shot there.
Yeah.
She's got all
Such a
those
fast
targets
game.
down. If
Look
she
how-
can put that ball in the centre, she'll have that Demigorgon mode. She has. So that ramp will come down now. See if she can maybe trap up, or whether she'll try and hit it on the fly.
I did this the other day, twice. First go. It was just one of those flukes. Actually, you didn't realise it doesn't disappear. Like, you have ages.
Yeah, no, you got a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is pretty close, pretty similar scores. Be able to find your VOD. Oh yeah. We'll have a look at that later. Find your VOD. What's that VOD? Progress.
The VOD.
Huh?
Video on display if you need a ruling.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I haven't mucked around with it on this system.
Oh, went straight down. Lucky the ball save was on. Love it. Love a ball save. Oh no, mate. Oh.
She's just
Ah.
pulled that out, hasn't she?
Yeah. So I was told, and I got such a much better score. When the save ball light's on, then you go for the middle, and then when that's off, you go for the ramps and the two little side. So she just took the 5 million straight up.
Yeah, she's just hit the button.
Probably the safest thing to do.
Possibly. I like to save it for the second battle
Okay.
when you've got the timer going down and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
When you've got that multi-ball one, hit the shot once and then hit the
Okay.
hit the button to take it out. But it's all
I do the opposite. Okay. Game champs, I do the opposite. As in pressing the button that what he means?
Yeah, press the button and stop that countdown. But it does drop a lot of points off that countdown if you hit the button straight away.
Oh, okay. Look, if I don't, I normally, if it's going down, I'll just, Karen went straight underneath that flipper then.
Yeah, she got that little snick there underneath the other...
I think Mags is going to, ooh, it's close. See, bit of pressure though. Bit of pressure. Green dots when ball save is on. What's a green? Oh, so the green dots on the ramps, I think it means.
Yeah, the posts.
Okay.
So on each side of the
Yeah.
multi-ball one there, you've got the 2 posts there.
Yeah, that's what I go for.
Good to
when,
hit them
when
because they will send you back down towards the centre as well.
Yep.
Also the targets. What I tend to find is if you've got the ball on the right flipper, you want to hit it up here and take out those 2. And from this one, you want to hit it up there and take out those 2.
Right.
You're less likely to have it come straight down the centre, is what I found in my own opinion.
Okay.
If you hit the centre 2, it's a good bet that it's going to come straight down the front.
Oh, right, yeah.
So if I'm trying to take them out, I will try and take out a side from each side of the flipper.
Oh, okay. I'll try that next time.
Doesn't always work, so don't blame me if it doesn't, but you know, that's...
The extra ball is lit, so if she gets that, she'll get the 20. How much should the extra ball worth?
The extra ball on this one,
Missed
good
the
question.
skill shot. Yeah, she did. It's pretty close.
So there goes, she's...
Oh, it's like very close. Still got the skill, she's got the ball save on.
She can get this...
I would actually take, she's got 2 balls. All right, nice. So I think Karen may take this one out. Yep.
She's got it.
All right. 12
So
extra
our Iron
ball.
Maidens
Thank you,
winner
big
is
captain.
Karen Hunt.
Nice.
What a fantastic, what a great result today.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a wonderful day as always. And she's still got that ball save on too. So.
Yeah, she's still going.
Yep.
Good on you, Kaz.
All right, I'm going to sign out because I'm going to go have a few more games before I have to go home.
No worries, mate.
It's been too long since playing pinball. We've been here for like 10 minutes
Yeah,
already.
you're an absolute tragic, aren't you? You're like a junkie, pinball junkie.
I am. It's so bad.
I can give up any day.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
No. If I get injected, I would.
That'd have to be a bloody big syringe, wouldn't it, to be injected by a pinball machine?
Oh, I just love it. Honestly, it doesn't matter what my mood is. I just always feel better
When you play pinball.
Yeah, absolutely. And
There
I'm
you go,
hungover.
and that's the greatest endorsement you can have for pinball, isn't it? No matter what your mood is, you always feel better when you play pinball.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're just thinking about what you're doing, and so you don't actually think about anything else. You're just sort of focusing on that. So you're stressed or worried about anything, it just, I don't know, just goes away.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to go see what I can play, see what I can improve on. I think I might do Batman since I hate that so much. Well done,
To Karen Hunt with the win there today. What a great result that is.
Superstar.
What an absolute fantastic result.
Oh, she'll be thrilled.
And the first person over to give her a hug is Mag. She's so happy for her.
Yeah, she's like that, isn't she? She doesn't care, win or lose. She just really just.
And where's her husband? With his head in Dennis Lilly fixing it.
Yeah,
He probably totally unaware.
Absolutely. Doesn't even know what a superstar she is.
Hold on a second. Theo.
See you guys.
Stu. Grab Stu. Her husband is totally oblivious. She won, Stu. He's over there. Here we go. Have a look at this. He's over there in the green shirt working on Dennis Lilly. Totally oblivious to his wife getting the first win. Oh, what a fantastic result. I'm really happy with that. I really am. He's fixing, Black Knight. He's just worked on Dennis Lilly's How's That? The Hank and wide body. Now he's on the original Black Knight. So I don't know if any of you guys, I'll turn this around while we're here. But I'm just going to drop this mic camera. So over that side there we've got Blackout, Aladdin's Castle, Joker Poker, Royal Flush and Kiss. And then we've got this whole bank on this side. So you've got World Cup soccer, fishtails, swords, Black Knight 2000, Swords of Rage, Deadpool, Dr. No, Jaws. See if I can get this around. Batman 66, X-Men, Iron Man, Avengers, Stranger Things, Star Trek, Pulp Fiction and Time Machine. So that's the list of machines here at the moment. So good selection, plenty to choose from. If you're in the Illawarra area, come down to 147 Kembla Street, Wollongong. Have a game with us. We've got our regular events, Monday and Tuesday night league. We start our leagues 6 p.m. You can come in here. We've got an hour of warm-up play, then at 7 p.m. the comp starts. We'll be streaming those both from 6:30, so we'll be on this Monday night and this Tuesday night, Australian Eastern Standard Time. We also have Thursday nights where we have our teams and Flip Frenzy. Friday night is just a fun night. You come in, pay your money, come in and play the machines for quite a few hours. The machines are all on free play, so once you've paid your entry fee, that's it. You can play to your heart's content. And then, of course, the second Saturday and second Sunday of the month, which we're in at the moment, was our Pinocchio event yesterday, which was won by Jason Lambert, coming down from Queensland down to New South Wales and getting the win. So what a great result that was for him. And, of course, our Iron Maidens, which you've just watched now with Karen Hunt getting the win there. Every other Sunday, we've got our Flip Frenzies. So plenty of pinball around to play. Once again, for all those Andrew G fans out there, the man that dropped the cup of water down the computer. He's now been known by chat as the Wet Bandit. There he is on the left. But if you don't want him called that, you can always have Andrew G, the water boy, the Bobby Boucher of pinball. Took our stream down for 10 minutes yesterday. Fantastic effort by dropping a cup of water straight into the top of the PC. So there we have it, our maidens. Finished up for the day. Karen Hunt getting the win. What a fantastic result for her. Yeah, we do. We play a hell of a lot of pinball there. Taki, how are you today, buddy? I hope you enjoyed the Wet Bandit and the Waterboy pictures there. I know you were part of the great hassle yesterday when he came back on stream after his fantastic effort. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for Monday Night League. Back for Tuesday night league. I'll be playing Monday and also commentating, so I'll do double duties that night. Tuesday night I'll just be on the mic, and then I get a break. I get a break then till the next Monday and Tuesday. So nothing else on the stream for the rest of that week. We might actually get some other pinball content up there through the week. We'll see how we go. But always a bit of fun there. Gail and Sierra just having a playoff at the moment. For third and fourth to see who gets that spot. Once they do that, I think they'll have the presentations. Oh yes, we definitely had fun with that. There's G on the left. And of course there he is as the water boy. We're always like that. We love a good stir here. We love a good laugh. If anyone does anything silly, we're always there to remind each other about it. One thing about this club is that having fun at each other's expense is always paramount and always top of the order there. It's brought great joy to a few people to see these pictures today, and I can't wait to show them to G when I see him next. Love to stir him up. He's an absolutely wonderful guy. He's done a lot for the club here, and he's now...
Does G know that you paid him to the water boy? And
No, not yet, but he will one day. He'll work it out.
are you going to start putting out like a Tuesday props and Monday props?
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of our major screens from now on. You know how it goes, Sierra. You know how it goes. If you do something wrong, you've got to get hassled, don't you?
Yeah.
It's rite of passage, isn't it? You learn when you chose... There we go. Yeah, yeah. She had the finals on and she chose Deadpool against the guy that owns the machine. Unfortunately, it didn't work out well for her. So she knows all about bad choices. But there we go. I'm not sure when the presentation's going to be. We might leave it there today. We will be back tomorrow night. Monday Night League, 6:30 Australian Eastern Time. The stream starts. We'll actually start doing the live commentary from about 7 once the match play is drawn. Fantastic competition. Thank you everybody who's been a part of our competitions for the weekend. I know it's been a long one. I'm absolutely dead today. The voice is going. And I've got to back it up tomorrow night, but there we go. But thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks for everyone that's joined us on the Twitch stream. I appreciate every single one of you. I love the stirs. I love the jokes. It's always great fun. You guys all have a fantastic evening, morning, day, wherever you are in this world. And I hope that you all have a great time. Happy flipping. Enjoy your pinball, and we'll catch you all tomorrow night. Goodbye.